welcome indeed to Leicester Fan TV, who is just a little bit excited. It feels very, very strange to be a Leicester fan and not be walking down Wembley Way today. I don't know about you, but I've spent all day thinking about what we should be doing, what we're not doing. Super, super strange. Get your comments in, get your views in. As ever, we've got a full pack show in here. We can go through the team news. We've got Jamie joining us. We've got Jack joining us. We've got so many. Let's get a few hellos in, and then I'll get Jamie in straight away. Up the city, says Jake. Matty Bond says, come on, you foxes. Up the lad, says Eddie. Jake is going for 3-2. Lewis is saying good evening from Holland. Lewis, I want to know how you're all celebrating this and enjoying this, because we should be all meeting up at Wembley Way. 40,000 of us. Wayne, we should be down there, but we're not. What do you think to the team news? Ellis says, come on, Leicester, let's do Convici proud. What a game coming up. Afternoon, councillor. Thank you. Keep getting your views in. We want as many of you to join us. We can't be there rubbing shoulders together, drinking pints in the Greyhound, wherever the Green Man, wherever you would be, or in Wembley Stadium. So join us on the watch along. Do us a favour. Straight away, like this video, share this video. Let's get as many Leicester fans on it now. I'm going to add Jamie straight in. He's got something very, very special. I don't know where he's got it from. I think he's robbed it from Wembley Stadium. Jamie, here he comes. All right, Jamie.
What more do you can say about that, lads? The FA Cup. This is what we're playing for. 90 minutes, and we'll be playing for this. So all I can say is, come on, you foxes. We can do this. 90 minutes. And we're going to be playing for this trophy in a month's time. Come on!
Jamie, it's a strange one, isn't it, today? By the way, I've got all my lucky gear on. I've got lucky pants on, which I'm not showing. I've got my lucky hat on from the 90s. I've got my lucky scarf that I've had since I was 5. I've also got this really lucky hat, which is really annoying. That's a Wembley hat. Jamie, I've been touching everything that is lucky. It's one of those days. I just so want us to get through to the final.
I've never been so nervous in my life, Phil, all day. I thought I was nervous when Chelsea played Spurs that night back in 2016. I've been more nervous all day long. I've been an absolute nightmare. The missus has literally told me to bugger off and go and have some me time. I've just done her head in today. I'm just so nervous. I really am. I don't know, Phil. I might be waffling on a bit, but I just am. I'm nervous. I really am. Nervously excited.
Somebody's asked us, Jamie, before we can get into all the excitement, because we've gone early live with it. Let's have a look at the team news, because what do you reckon to it, Jamie? Let's start with you. I mean, I'm going to say Perez is back in there. Maddison's not back in there. Albrighton's dropped. It's a very strong team, isn't it?
Well, is Albrighton dropped? Because he only came on for the last 20 minutes of the West Ham game, didn't he? He didn't start, did he? He came on and made a change. Soyuncu's back in there. Perez, he was playing reasonably well. Maddison, I know he did wrong a couple of weeks ago. Forget about that now. He's only played 15 minutes of football in a month, 6 weeks. So coming on a sub for half hour could be a game changer when we need him. So yeah. So for Maddison, I don't think it's that bad a team. Maddison being on the bench. 15 minutes of football, and they've always said Wembley is a leg-sapping arena to play in. I know there's not the heat and the crowd there this time, but I think it's a last half hour with Maddison coming on. I think that's decent, to be honest. And you've got 5 subs in the FA Cup, haven't you? So you can bring 5 on.
Jamie, we've set that up as a 3-4-1-2. Do you think it'll go that way?
That's the way we play, isn't it? I think that's the way it is. There'll be 3 at the back. 2 wing backs, Madison, Tillemans, and then Didi in the middle, with Perez as a number, whatever you call him nowadays, number 10. And then Vardy and Nacho up top, with 2 up top, like you and me love to have 2 up top, Phil, don't we? Old school.
Old school, yeah. And obviously, Nacho has been on fire. Zach saying he's really nervous. Zach, I think we're all a bit nervous today. It's one of those. But Jamie, Nacho, I probably sat here first time for, starting to believe Nacho's the one who's going to win it for us today, not Jamie Vardy. Or is the story going to be Jamie Vardy comes good today?
Well, I'll hold my hand up. I've always thought, Nacho, is he good enough? Is he good enough? I think he's proved his worth now. These last 3 or 4 months, I think he's got 11 in 11 at the minute. He's won Player of the Month. Last month, he just signed a new contract. I think he's worth. So, yeah, I'll hold my hand up. I didn't give him a load of stick, but I gave him some stick. He wasn't as good as we bought him for 25 million. But yeah, he's coming good. He's coming good. Just let the boy carry on. Confidence. He's a confidence player. Simple as. And he's getting the confidence.
Indeed. Jamie, do you do anything lucky for matches?
Yes, I always put my left. Well, I do it every day of the week. I put my left sock on. It's superstition. I always put my left sock on first. I don't know why. And my left shoe, my left slipper. Oh, I do not know why. It's something I've done for the last 10 years. Always put my left sock on and left shoe on first. God knows why.
We want to know, everybody who's watching, do you do anything that's lucky? And if you do, have you done it today? That's what we need to know, Jamie.
And I never, when I'm watching the game at home, I never wear my Leicester shirt while I'm watching the game at home. Never.
What, after this, you go take it off?
After this, I'll take it off and put a normal shirt on. I have never put a Leicester shirt on and watched the game at home. Never. I don't know why. I don't know why. When I go out to the boozer, yes, I do. Yes, I'm a bit of a freak with left foot. And I'm a right-footy person as well, but I do it left foot. I don't know why. But I'll take my shirt off as soon as we finish this and watch the game without my Leicester shirt on. I don't know why, Phil. It's just one of them things.
Neil says it's going to be... Yeah. Come on, you foxes. Nervous as hell. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to get... Let's add Jack in now. And I know I've got Jamie, Elijah, Sean. We've got Jono as well. I've got loads to get on here. So I'm going to get Jack in to start with. And then people, please click on the link. I've just shared it out there. Come and give us your views. Keep the comments coming in. We'll try and get as many on as we can in there. Nick says he sacrificed next door's cat to the gods of footy. Jack, we don't support that, but have you got any lucky superstitions, Jack, that you've got?
I've got my lucky hat on. Normally when I wear this hat, Leicester win, so hopefully it can keep going.
I've got my lucky hat on, but mine's a bit more old school than you, Jack. This is from back in the day. Keep getting those comments in. Keep letting us know. Darren says, Fitch, I had a dream. I think for many fans, Jack, the FA Cup, we've never won it in our big, long, illustrious history. It'd be nice to get to a final and then go on and win it, wouldn't it, Jack?
Yes, if we win today and then go and win the FA Cup, it'll obviously be for Vishai. Vishai had a vision. He had a dream to build a football team, which is the chant. So his vision would have been getting a trophy, which probably would have been the FA Cup or the Premier League. So, yeah, let's go and win it for a minute and make them proud.
Jamie, how about this for a comment? Mick says here, I've got my granddad's watch on who took me to my first game in 1969.
That's some, yeah, that's, yeah, I don't know what to say to that, but that's some going, that is. From 1969 to be wearing that all the, yeah, fair play. Who was that? Mick, did you say? Whose comment was that? Mick, did you say?
Mick Andrews, yeah.
Mick, yeah. Hope it brings us luck, pal. You keep wearing that and hope it brings us lots of luck. I'm rubbing this trophy still, but there's no genie popping out at the minute to give me a wish. Look, I'm rubbing it, but there's no genie coming out. So if this genie comes out, I'll wish we'll win the Cup.
Go on, Jamie. You're going to tell everybody where you've robbed that from?
I've nicked it from my mate's bar. My mate's bar's got it. I better give him a shout out. He's probably watching. His name's Mark Noble. He owns Lineker's Bar, and he lent me it for the however long it takes for us to win the Cup. So yes, so thank you, Mr. Noble. Much appreciated.
Indeed. Jack, what do you reckon to the team news? I'm going to put it back on screen.
It's a very good team. It's our strongest team. Shall I put it? He's not really rewarded Maddison, so I guess that teaches Maddison a lesson to not mess with Brendan Rodgers and the football team by doing stupid things like that. But we've got to move on with it. Perez is the same. He's got to learn as well, and hopefully he puts it right by scoring today, Perez, because he ain't really done much since coming here. He scored against teams like Sheffield United and Southampton, so hopefully he comes up with the goods today. Last time he scored against Southampton was the hat-trick at St Mary's, so he loves a goal against them, and they'll be scratching their eyes, really, knowing Perez is on the field.
We've got loads and loads of people are waiting to come in, so I'm going to add them in. I'm going to ask people again, please like and share the video while you're watching this. I know loads and loads are watching it. It really does help us. We want to spread this around and get as many fans involved today as possible. So I'm going to add in no particular order. I'm going to add in Jamie and Elijah. Let's get them in. Jamie, Elijah, and I'm going to add in as well Jono, and then Gray, Ross, Mark, I'm going to get you in, and Sean. Let's start with Elijah out there in Canada. What's it like? How are you today?
I'm doing all right. I'm actually out on the porch today for the match. It is very cold and it is wet, but out here for the luck. Got the FA Cup kit. Got the lucky kit back here. questions as to why Albrighton isn't starting, but I think we've all got our fingers crossed for today.
Elijah, I'm quite pleased you've said that, because I do agree. I think Albrighton changes the game last week. I think if we ask at least 7 out of 10 Leicester fans, Elijah, they would say start Albrighton. You know what you're going to get. It's a big game.
Yeah, you know that I'm going to always rank him top no matter what. My best guess is that we might just be saving him for a power sub. Maybe bring him on at halftime. Maybe bring him on at like 60 minutes if we need a difference maker. But at the same time, we could just ask, why not make the difference right at the start?
Yeah, Neil says here that... let's get some comments in. Neil says that he'd have picked Albrighton. His energy could have been vital. Joanna says Albrighton will be a super stub. She's agreeing with you, Elijah. Let's go to Jamie. Jamie, your thoughts on the starting 11?
I think it's a really strong 11. I would have liked to see Maddison over Perez, but obviously we know that Perez has scored a hat-trick against them the last time they played. So I think that would be good. And the only other thing that I was saying about with Albrighton, I would have put him in, but with the lineup we've done and the formation, I can't see how he's going to get him, because if we're playing with Pereira, there's no place for Albrighton unless he's on the left, which I think isn't his best where he can play on the right. So
I think Jamie's probably right. Other Jamie, isn't he, from the Foxes, that Albrighton doesn't work in that sort of formation so much that we're playing.
No, when he's in a 4-4-2, he plays a lot better. He works hard. He's got the. He runs around. He's got the defensive side of him as well. So, yeah, in a 4-4-2, I'll start Albrighton on the wing. Like you say, bring him on for the 15, 20 minutes towards the end to up everyone's game and that. And it's, yeah, I think Albrighton could have started in that game today, but a 4-4-2 suits him a bit better, to be honest.
Jono, it's nice to see you've got your Vichai scarf on there.
I've got both of them.
You've got both of them. Is it a day to be like lucky things, like superstitious?
Yeah. He's going to be looking down at us saying, come on, you can do this. You can you can get to the final when it's the thing. So it's my thing to wear the scarf in big, big games, and it's always worked. So hopefully this is the time we could do it for us.
Jono, you believe in this sort of nonsense, do you? Superstitious stuff at football?
Sometimes, every time I wore my burgundy shirt, we've won up until the West Ham game. I was so annoyed. So I thought, right, I'm wearing the Vichai scarves today. So this is going to get us the win.
And you think that's going to work? Jamie Reid, anything lucky from you?
I used to put a bet on Morgan to score 2-1, but obviously now we've changed it a few years. He doesn't start anymore, so I'm thinking about going for maybe Kelechi score first, maybe a 3-1, because obviously that's what I've predicted today.
Yeah, I mean, Jack.
Yeah, you don't change, Jamie. You do not change your score from the morning show. You have to stay the same. Isn't that a rule, Phil?
It was 3-1.
That's a rule. It was a rule,
indeed.
isn't it, Phil? You don't change it from my show.
That's it. Once you pick your score, you've got to stick with it. Jack, we've all been pleasantly surprised, and I think really pleased to see what Nacho is doing. Talk us through: is Nacho going to be the star man today, or will it be Jamie Vardy?
Well, he scored 9 goals in his last 6 Premier League games, so he's on a massive boost of confidence at the minute, Phil, and hopefully he can get more today. The Nacho man is who he is, and he'll stand by that today, and he'll go and get one against the Saints for sure.
Yeah, indeed. Quick score predictions then. Jamie Reedy, I don't know what we call Jamie Reid. Score prediction 3-1, was it?
Yeah, I'll come 3-1. Yeah.
Brilliant. Elijah?
You know, a 3-1 sounds good to me as well.
Jono?
2-0.
Lots of positivity. I'm going to let you 3 go so we can get 3 more on, but please join us later. It's been great getting you on, okay?
No,
Take care.
Yes, thank you.
Jamie, while I let those go, and I'm going to add some people in, I'll let Jono go as well. It feels very weird not being there. I know, obviously, Jamie, you're a far-flung Fox being out there in Alcudia, so you don't get
I would have been
every
there.
match. But you would have got on a plane. Yeah,
I would have been there. No doubt about it. I'd have been flying into London yesterday, coming back tomorrow. I'd have been there 100%. I would have been there. There's no way in the world I would have missed this game 100%. So, yeah, count me in on that. I'm disappointed. No fans.
It is. I mean, Jack, you go to virtually every home, virtually every away game I felt all right this season, Jack, about not going to the matches because of the situation. But today it's really hit me that we're not there.
Do you know what, Phil? It's a massive occasion for not just us fans, but the football players, the club itself. And, you know, Leicester Fan TV is supposed to have been outside Wembley Stadium, Phil. Let's not forget that. It would have been a great atmosphere walking at Wembley Way and hoping your team can come away with a positive result. So, yeah, the boys are going to miss us, but hopefully when we do get back in the stadiums, we'll give them that massive boost that they've been missing since we've been gone.
Let's get in. I'm going to add in Mark, Gray, and Ross as well. And then I know we've got Michael, we've got Sean, Tom's ready. Let's start with Ross. Obviously, Ross, I think you would have been there.
Oh, 100%. If we were allowing fans in, we won't be going to Matlock today, that's for sure. 100%. I've put down as Ross and Phil, obviously my dad's driving. And you said about superstitions, I always like to play that song, I Got a Feeling, you know, by Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
I always used to play that. Because every time Leicester won at the King Power, they always used to play that after the game at one point. But now, I'm so nervous today about today's game. Seeing the team, and my dad's just said, just before I came on camera, that Perez, I always say Perez, does really well against Southampton. His last 2 hat-tricks have come against Southampton for 2 different teams. One for Leicester, one for Newcastle. So who's to say? You never know, you could get a hat-trick today. And I would say I'm not going to change my score prediction. I'm going with 3-0, and my dad's going with 2-1, who was driving. And I'm on my dad's phone, actually. So my son's got me one. Yeah, let's make sure that he don't fall asleep on the way back.
Ross, I'm going to cut you off. Jamie, is Anthony's here?
Yes.
Now,
that's the one you need to bring in.
Gray and Mark, please be patient. I'm going to come to you. I'm going to add in Anthony, because Anthony is at the ground. He's in the game, aren't you, Anthony?
Hi, guys. How you doing? I am here. I don't know.
Yeah.
How are you, Anthony?
See if I can change my picture around the other way. No, that's turning it off.
Just turn the camera around.
Just turn your phone round. That's it.
Oh, wow.
There it is.
We are back. There we are. It feels
It's
really
in there.
weird to be back. What an effort to get in the show. What an effort to get in the ground.
Fantastic view.
Fun.
It's conversion if we score.
Oh.
Well, there's a few Leicester fans here. There's a few Leicester fans on, that's for sure.
Jealous not.
Anthony, if you can hear me, can you show us more of the pitch? That's absolutely brilliant, so the fans can see that. Is there many Leicester fans there?
You're not supposed to wear any colours, but on the when we were walking around outside, there was quite a few Leicester fans with tops on under their t-shirts. Everything's baking hot as well. As you can see, the sunshine in the background. We're supposed to keep our masks on as well, but we'll just leave it off for this. Very eerie.
Yeah.
Very eerie. We can hear Kasabian in the background. Maybe that's a good sign as well.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony, last time we were down there, mate, we were sitting just about where you are behind that goal in the Community Shield match. It seems strange that there is no fans there.
It really is. It's bizarre. I mean, there's nobody on the middle tier or the top tier, and there's hardly any. In fact, there's no way there's 4,000. There's not even 1,000 in here yet. I mean, I would imagine it's going to fill up, but there wasn't many people outside either.
I think there's 4,000 fans, Anthony, and obviously everybody who is there is connected with the NHS in some shape or form.
NHS or local residents, I think.
Yeah, brilliant.
So,
and what's your score prediction, Anthony?
Today, I don't know. If I say something, I'll get it wrong. So let's go 2-0 to obviously quite clearly to us. But tight game, I reckon. Tight game.
Jamie, have you got anything you want to ask Anthony?
Anthony, I've just got to say, your dad's book is absolutely brilliant, pal. I know I've told you this many a time, but your dad's book is fantastic.
Great stuff. Thank you, Jamie. He might even be watching. I don't know. He might. Everybody knows I'm on, but my kid's probably watching. So hi, guys, everybody, and anybody else.
Are you looking forward to it, pal? Are you looking forward to it?
I can't wait. Yeah, I'm hoping to see you in a couple of weeks as well, as long as they put some green lights on these lights.
I don't want just you. I want everybody to come and see me. Not just you, but everyone to come and see me.
We've got quite a few trips booked, mate, so we'll definitely, let's hope we're all there this year as well. But are you keeping well over there,
Anthony,
Mallorca?
I am fine. Much appreciated you coming on and joining us, pal. Thanks a lot for that. Absolutely fantastic for you to join
No
us.
worries. Enjoy the game, everybody.
Make sure you take some photos and send them to us, pal.
I will indeed, mate. Absolutely.
Cheers, Anthony. Thanks a lot, matey.
Mate. See you later.
Bye, Anthony.
Well, thank you well done for organising that. It's been absolutely fantastic to get Anthony on. Great.
I've got all goosebumps. I've got all goosebumps here.
Great. How does that make you feel seeing that?
just a tiny little bit. Fair play to him if he's managed to get a ticket, and that is obviously residents or, like he said, works for the NHS. So fair play to him. Enjoy the game if you're still watching. Enjoy.
Absolutely, Mark. I think Mark, before we got Anthony on there, you were waving your lucky. I assume that's something lucky, Mark. Because I don't.
Dolph.
Is that what you take to bed every night, Mark, and cuddle?
He sits on top of the Christmas tree every year as well.
Painful.
And why is he looking for you, Mark?
He was bought for my daughter when she was born in 2000. So I've just had it on the Christmas tree and get it down when big games are coming up. And it's just the way it is.
Mark, what do you reckon? Let's go back to the team news, Mark. What's your take on it? I know you're quite a big Albrighton fan as well, but what do you reckon to the starting 11?
I'd have played Albrighton still, but it is what it is, and it's still in a bad squad. I just hope they come out fighting, and they give it everything. We need it after the last couple of games, and Jamie needs it after his opening start today with his semi. I think
we all got a bit of a semi feeling.
I was going to say, instead of I've got a feeling, I've got a semi, but
too late. You've already said it, Mark.
It's a family show.
It's a family show.
Ross, I know you're in the car, so I'm going to let you go in a minute. But just Ross, I hope you're going to be home in time to watch it.
Yes, well, literally, it's just. I'm just dropping off my son, obviously. Like I said, do you want to say hello, Charlie? So my son's in the car. No, we're just dropping him off, and then we're going to get the game on. So, yeah.
Brilliant. All right, Ross. We'll see you. We'll see you later, mate.
Come on, Foxers. I'm doing it short up the city.
I can hear your dad as well. Brilliant. Cheers, Ross. Let's get Michael in as well from the States. Hi, Michael.
Cheers, everyone. Happy FA Cup semi-final day. Yes.
If it's possible, Michael, are you more excited than usual?
Honestly, I just love football when Leicester plays. I'm an American fan who's new, so the domestic cups aren't as important to me as they are to you, but I'm excited for you guys, and it's another step towards a trophy. I like winning, and I like silver, and the big stadium, at Wembley, even with no fans. I got my second jab, and as soon as you guys let me in the country, I'm on my way.
We can't wait to have you back, Michael, and get your swag over to the...
Michael, have you been walking around America with your swag this morning?
You know it. I'm already on number 5. It's 10 a.m. and I'm full of swag today. I feel another goal-filled Leicester win. Maybe not quite 9-0, but Iheanacho's going to start. And he's our guy in form. He's our talisman right now. No matter how down we are, he's going to score a goal. I just feel really good about this match, and we have something on Southampton. A little something on their brain, because of the 9-0, and they came back and beat us, the next match after that. But we still have that on top of them, and we have them in a couple of weeks too. So let's go ahead and get these guys today, and get to the final. Yeah.
Michael, Darren says we need Vardy back. He needs to get some confidence back. This could be the perfect one for Jamie Vardy to score and be a hero again.
You know what? I'm not down on Vardy not scoring goals. The way he is creating space, the way he's moving, he's got a couple assists. He's getting the ball out on the wide areas, and he's not being selfish. He's looking to create. I think he might have another 2 or 3 years in him in this type of role. We're relied on him for goals for so many years, and Iheanacho has stepped up right now, and this is his competition. The Cups. This is his time to shine, and he's on a roll right now. Do I got his picture up right there? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I got Iheanacho. Let's go.
Michael, before we let you go, I'm going to ask you, Gray and Mark, your score prediction. So let's start with you, Michael. Score prediction, please.
3-0.
3-0. A confident 3-0. Gray, if you can hear us, what's your score prediction?
Gray's watching the pre-match.
I think he is. Mark, what's your score prediction?
I said 3-0 on Jamie's show, but I've also had a cheeky bet with Jack, and I've got that at 6-0.
Hey, listen, a lot of confidence. Gray, can you hear me? He can't. I'm going to let Mark, Gray, and Michael join us later. Cheers all.
Cheers.
See you later. Let's let them go.
Can I just say one thing, Phil, about... That was Anthony's dad's book when I was your age. You did a cracking interview with him, didn't you, a few months ago?
I met him, yeah, a little while ago.
He's a great guy. Anybody that wants a decent read goes through it. It talks you all about through the semi-finals and everything. That book is absolutely brilliant. So go and take that. When I was young, when I was your age, from the club shops as well. It is absolutely fantastic read. Perfect present for anybody.
Thanks, Jamie. It's like watching QVC with you on the show. Let's add in
He's just messaged me, says, can you plug my book for me?
Let's add in Tom, who's doing the watch-along. Tom, who's at Wembley Stadium?
It's magic, mate. You know what I mean? Magic the Cup, couldn't miss it.
And Tom, obviously, you're going to be doing the watch-along, which will start in about 10 minutes. So are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you feeling weird that you're not there?
Gutted not to be there, mate. I was near in tears when that bloke had his camera on and was sitting in the ground. It was just like, wow, I wish I was there, mate.
Yeah.
Not missed a major final in years. And, it's taken a bit of light heat, though, seeing that Jamie's now the new Dell boy and selling books online. But, yeah, gutted not to be there, mate. Bit mixed emotions, a bit nervous, but I'm really excited for this one. Really, it was a huge opportunity to get to the FA Cup final. Huge. And I think the boys will know it, and I think Rodgers would have, slammed it in. But I'll give this stat to Robbie Savage, who just said it on BT Sport. Jamie Vardy is the only player to play in the preliminary rounds, the qualifying rounds, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and now a semi-final of the FA Cup. And that's a stat.
So therefore, he needs to win the semi-final to go on and complete that in the final.
Complete the whole thing. So that's an interesting stat. What's just been mentioned. He's the only player to play in the preliminaries, the qualifiers, and the third, the fourth, the fifth, and now this semi-final. Oh, look at Jamie. Jamie, I told you the police are going to come and nick you, mate. You can't take in an FA Cup.
I said my mate knows about it. I never asked him. I just took it.
I love it how he's just there stroking it. It's like you're the Bond villain, but with the FA Cup.
Oh, Mr. Bond.
It's going to be good, mate. It's going to be good. Looking forward to it now. And 15 minutes to kick off.
Yeah, we'll be handing over to you in about 5 or 10 minutes, Tom. So let's add in Sean. We need...
Oh, here he is.
We're full of positivity, but it doesn't hurt to get Sean in.
Come on, Sean.
Come on, Sean. Well done, Sean.
You just put that for me, did you feel?
Sean, are you just super excited? Are you excited, Sean?
Yeah, excited. Yeah.
Do you wish you were there, Sean?
Well, yeah, but I'm a bit I'm a bit what's it called?
Disappointed.
Yeah.
You wish you were there, Sean. I mean, Nacho's been playing well. Jamie Vardy's been playing well. Sometimes your score predictions, they can go anywhere. Where are you going today, Sean, with your score prediction?
I think it might be 6-0. Easy. We can beat them. We can beat them.
I tell you what, Sean, you and a lot of Leicester fans, everybody's predicting what for me feels like two bigger scorelines. I think it's going to be a tough one. I really do, Jack. How about you, Jack?
I wouldn't say underestimate the opposition because Southampton can turn up, can't they? Which you've seen. Danny Ings will be a threat for Leicester. But yeah, I reckon 3-0 to Leicester today. Nacho to score, and my man Wilfred Ndidi behind me, he'll get one as well today for sure. So let's go.
Sean, are you going to, before we let you go, are you going to give us one of your massive? I want a really massive one today, Sean. A big come on, Leicester.
We need it. We need it. So, come on, Leicester, get the cup. And we get the cup for the boss and make him really proud of you, Leicester. Come on.
Sean.
Well said, Sean.
Well done, mate.
Come on,
Sean. Have you got those fingers crossed, Sean?
Fingers crossed. And I got my lucky socks on.
You got your lucky socks on. Put them back on, Sean. Come on.
Yeah.
We'll see you later, Sean, okay?
Yeah, it is up.
There it is. He's got his noisy scarf and his lucky socks. Sean, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Cheers,
mate.
Sean.
Cheers, Tom.
See you, mate.
Cheers, Sean. We let Sean go. Keep getting your comments in, and we want to know as many of your score predictions as we are about ready to hand over to Tom, who's going to be joining us. Please like and share this video as ever. That really helps out. We've got loads and loads of people watching, and if you all liked and shared it, that would really, really help us. We want your views all the way through this match, all the way up to kick-off, all the way through the first half. I'll be back at half-time and full-time, but Tom and Locks will be joining you and talking you through it. So we can't all be there together, but we want your views all the way through. Jamie.
Yes, pal.
We've talked about nerves. We've talked about lucky scarves, lucky pants, all sorts of things. How nervous are you going to be watching this? It just feels so different today for me.
It does. I've not eaten all. I've had one sandwich all day. I just don't feel like eating, to be honest, pal. I know I need to lose a few pounds, but I don't feel like eating at all. It's unlike me not to eat, pal. It really is. Anyone that knows me knows that I like my food, but today, no. I've had a couple of beers at lunchtime, and I just don't feel like eating anything. I'm nervous. I really am.
I think if it's all right with you guys, I'm going to add something to the stream, and then we'll hand over to Tom and Locks, okay? Because I think it's one of these days where we play this. Hopefully, we can hear this. I always think this gets us going.
When they led the way onto the ground. A few minutes later, they scored their third goal through Reading.
Arthur Rowley, number 10 for Leicester in the dark shirt. And he comes in, the goal for Leicester.
Riley takes a free kick for Leicester. Up go the heads, and Mike Stringfellow has the ball in the net.
Shots on for Birchin, a whack one, and it's a beautiful goal! What about that one with his left foot? Ball in for Lineker, and he equalises. Gary Lineker. Waters. Oh yes! Oh yes for the youngster! He'll remember that all his life. It goes to a brilliant save in there. Walsh has scored! Leicester City are in dreamland now. Walsh run it, it's Claridge, it's in! A major success for the team who started the season as favourites to fail. City making a run inside him, it's still Heskey! Oh, I say! Walsh arrives. Yes! Yes! Would you believe it? Tremendous goal! Oh, what an effort by Muzzy, is it? Lennon with a clever ball. Cotty He's in there. It's another absolutely splendid finish. It's Elliott. And then back in front. Could be a story short-lived. And it's Elliott again. Heskey. For Collymore. Well, that is why there is so much fuss made about Stan Collymore. Nallis! What a goal! That is outstanding! Oh, they've done it! Stephen Howard! A giant goal from the big man! And that could just be enough for Leicester to bounce back to the Championship. Superb run for Schlupp. Knockout! Well, that buries a lot of demons for Anthony Knockout. This is Wood. And that is a thunderbolt. The sort of goal that tells you you're on your way to the Championship. Hammond has a go. And Cambiaso has equalised. What an incredible turnaround. The ball in behind Damian Varney. It's 11. It's heaven for Jamie Varney. It's Riyad Mahrez putting up to Chelsea, twisting and turning it, good enough and great enough to score an outstanding goal. Okazaki! Spectacular goal! It's a chance he takes. 2-2. Ulloa up to the task. And Wes Morgan heads it in. Leicester hit back like champions. It's Andy King with a wonderful strike. What a sensational start.
Time to volley in! Leicester City have a second goal!
Madison! Oh, that is absolutely brilliant! What a fantastic goal! They have blown their rivals away. They have blown us all away, in truth. The amazing Leicester City!
Guess every time. I think that one, doesn't it, Jamie?
Yeah, go to someone else for a minute, please.
Let's go to you, Tom. That's
Amazing,
what we want, Tom, isn't it? That's what we want.
What a football club, you know, and I think Sean said it right earlier. Do it for the boss. You know, the boss wanted more silverware. He wanted top 4 finishes. He promised us these things, and now it's for the team out there to go and do it, the business. And after 2 poor performances against Man City and West Ham, time to bounce back, boys, and do it in style. Gets us through to a cup final against Chelsea who awaits.
Yeah, and I think great words, Tom. I think EKG watching on YouTube, a few people have been talking about the final. I saw somebody put in a comment about it's Chelsea. There's a chance to win it if we get there. I don't want to talk about the final today because I really think, Jack, we've got to focus on this. You've mentioned it, Jack. You can't underestimate Southampton.
No, and you can't be too complacent. Leicester's got to focus on their own game today. Forget about top 4 for today. Today's about getting through to a final and winning a cup that we've never won before and adding it to the trophy cabinet.
Yeah, Jamie, you're right to talk now, mate.
Yeah, I'm
Have
fine
you recovered?
now. I'm fine now.
I know that video
gets
gets you
me
every time. I know.
Gets me every time. Yeah. What the 2 lads have just said, totally agree with it. It's like Jack just says, it's one game. We're still one game away from it. We've got to concentrate on today before we start. I know I'm having a laugh and a joke with the trophy and that, but we've just got to concentrate on today first. We've had 2 bad games, like Tom says. Let's just concentrate on the next 90 minutes. And Richard Smith, I could not do with an extra time.
No,
please, not extra time.
That is ex-Leicester City, Richard Smith. Bash grab higher, but please, not extra time.
Not extra time. I know that's my favourite score, 2-2, but not today. Not today, Richard, please.
Extra time and a penalty shootout.
Oh, Tom, shut up. You're not getting paid extra for any penalties.
Last was Cardiff away, if I remember rightly. I wasn't the away end that day.
I was there at Cardiff away. I'll tell you what, I hate Leicester and penalty shootouts. I think for other teams it's exciting, but for when it's your own team, it always feels like we're not going to do it. It's making him cry with laughter there. Yeah, yeah, indeed. Thank you, Richard, for that.
Thank you for watching.
Yes, indeed. It's nice to have an ex-Leicester player in there. I don't want to talk about Jan Kermigan. How have we got to Jan Kermigan? We're trying to be pumped up.
Don't talk about that, man. It's
No,
gone.
it's gone. It's gone. We're waiting. Locke should be here very, very shortly, Tom, to talk us through it. I'm back at half time and then full time whenever that is. Let's just quickly run through score predictions from you guys, and anybody who's watching, get them on screen. We'll have a few score predictions till Locks is here, and we'll hand over. Jamie, what is your score prediction again?
2-1, the same as when we last played in a major final in 2000 against Tranmere. So I'm going for 2-1 with Nacho to score in the last minute.
2-1, Jack.
3-0, Nacho man to score, Wilfred Ndidi and Jamie Vardy today.
Yeah, and Tom?
I'm going to go 2-0, and I'm going to go for the man who's got a very good record against Southampton, for Newcastle and for Leicester, and that's Jose Perez to open the scoring and Nacho to get the second.
Perez, and what's that, Tom? 2-0 or 2-1, sorry, did you say?
2-0, mate. Perez and Nacho.
2-0. We want your score predictions. Get them in here. I think I'm going to go for a 2-1. I think I'm going to be I'm a bag of nerves already, so I'm expecting it to be a nervous game because it is one of those. A lot riding on it. Feels more like a playoff sort of final in the way that we've been used to for a long time because it's do or die today. It's all about today. Let's get some of your score predictions in there. Andy is going for the 0-0 and 5-4.
No.
Please. You can hear Jamie. Jamie's not happy about that.
Not on penalties, no way.
Jamie Summerfield says 2-1. Trish is saying 2-1. Gareth says 3-1. Freddie 3-1. Zach from the States. Hope you well, Zach. 2-1. LCFC Arkiz says 1-0 Leicester. Hard fought. Winning this. Let's get Tom on for the penalty shootout. It'd be some watch along if there is a penalty shootout, Tom. Listen, I think Locks is here. Let's add him in. Jamie.
I'll go in. One more rub of the trophy for everyone.
Lucky rubs.
Jamie thinks he's a genie.
Yeah.
The genie. I still it hasn't popped out yet. I'm waiting to ask that magical question. If it grants me 3 wishes. I know what one's definitely going to be.
We'll see you later, Jamie. We'll see you later, Jack.
Come on, Leicester. Come on.
Come on, boys.
Locks, thanks for joining us. I'm going to hand over to you, Tom. Is that all right?
Yeah, let's go for it, mate.
All right, we'll see you back at half time. Please make sure you like, subscribe, join the show, get as many comments in there. Nick says, stop talking about penalties. Nerves are already shot it as it is. I know, I'm with you, Nick. Enjoy the show with Locks and Tom. See you in a bit.
Cheers, mate. Let's do one little switcheroo before we start. Mate, I came on so late because I was so nervous. I didn't want to talk. I was like, nah, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I just want to watch. Probably not best to be doing a watch long.
Well, as the teams gather around the centre circle, and there will be a minute of silence for the lake. Can't get the words out now. I couldn't. Bless his heart. Sad times. But yeah, there'll be a minute silence for him. The teams are in the centre circle. The referee comes to it. I'll go to BT Sport.
What is this? Sorry, mate. Is this for Prince Philip, is it?
Yes, minute silence for Prince Philip.
4-4-2. Got a feeling this could be an open game. Thank you, Glenn. Before kick-off, there will be a minute's silence in honour of His Royal Highness the Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, a former president of the Football Association back in the 1950s.
There we go. There's the minute silence.
Yeah, mate. So just before we start, it's best for me to say it now. I think you're just a little bit behind me. If you want to do a reset quickly, because I was on my screen, the players kind of went back before your whistle went. But yes, that was the was it a 2? Was that 2 minutes or one? Was that one?
1 minute, mate. Yeah.
One. Time feels forever when it's a semi-final. But yeah, so that's the 1 minute silence for Prince Philip. And now, just the important, side of things, and it's the FA Cup semi-final, mate. I mean, oh my gosh, this would be Leicester's, if we win, the first time back in the FA Cup final since 1969. I think.
Mate, it's,
but
how long
Leicester
ago,
will
mate?
kick
You know
off.
what I mean? Leicester will kick off. I'm literally, I don't know where you are, time-wise. I've got Ian Nacho. The boys are taking the knee.
Yep, that's me. Yep.
Ian Nacho will get the game, and Leicester will kick in from right to left. If we were to be, they would have been in the section behind the goal, would have been where Leicester were for the Community Shield in 2016, attacking the Man United fans back then. So right to left, and Leicester kicked the ball underway, and in the semi-final of the FA Cup, Southampton, on his return to the team, gets an early touch of the ball and gets ready to take a throw.
What's the initials for Southampton, mate? Southampton. Is it just SFC?
Yes, it is, mate.
Just SFC, no United or whatever,
No, just SFC.
Okay, so there we go. So there's the scoreboard. So you all know, doesn't look like that, but yeah. But yes, we are live, as Martin Tyler would say. He's not commentating this game, obviously, but God, mate. I mean, what do you think the team needs anyway today? You happy with it? Perez coming in. I don't think Maddison's 100% match fit, is he? So.
Nah, it was the team I thought would come in today. I thought Perez would come back in. I know the naughty boys have been taken off the naughty step after the other week, and fair play's done and dusted for them. So now it's something gone, can't change it. So like I said in my message the other day, you have to back the boys now to win out in the season. But I'd no hesitation that Perez wouldn't come back in, Southampton wouldn't come back in, because I felt we missed them in the two games. Man City, Southampton at the back is that little bit of experience instead of Daniel Martin. Daniel's done all right at times, but we also know he has got a clanger in him when it can happen. Ball to Southampton, that got off Leicester. And as for Perez, he was on a fine bit of form before, his naughty needer, because the performance against Sheffield United, the performance against Man United in that number 10 role was superb from him. A lot of people were questioning why Maddison had started. He ain't match fit. Simple as that. He's been out for nearly 2 months, probably a bit longer, and can't chuck him back in an FA Cup semi-final and do it. For me, bring him on.
Yeah.
I don't know. 20 minutes to go, maybe half an hour to go if you need to. If we're in a position where we don't need to bring him on, of course, maybe it is one of those you don't bring him on, and that'll be a corner kick to Southampton. Johnny Hemmings takes the ball behind. Thought it was a little nudge in the back by Danny Ings, but again, that's typical Danny Ings charging the man down. Has it gone? That's a throw. Throw Southampton. I thought it had gone over. The ball had gone out of play by Johnny anyway first.
And I believe Nathan Redmond playing up top with Ings today instead of Adams.
I think that's to do with pace, mate, to try and exploit the back three and get him behind. But I think
makes sense.
It's the only reason they've done it. Chad Evans done well this season. He's been hit and miss. I think before last season, back in the last season, he got his first goal. It took him a season to get it, but he's been doing all right this season. Chad Evans. I was surprised Chad Adams. Sorry, I was surprised he hadn't played today. But I think they're going for that pace in behind, and we know what Redmond's got, bags of pace.
Yeah. Cheers, Helena. Helena, I'm going to go with Jones. Thank you for the 199 super sticker. Much appreciated. Remember, guys, anyone who, if you are in a position to do so to help the channel out, feel free to drop us a super chat. But the most important thing is that you're all watching our watch along of this semi-final game. Biggest game in a long time for our club. I thought Ings was injured. We need to sign him. Yeah, I think he is obviously back. Not I think he's back. He is back. But yeah, he's obviously a top quality player, Danny Ings, isn't he, Tom?
Oh, mate, class. The only problem is, and I love Ings, but He's got such a bad injury record. Vardy wins the ball, finds Tillemans, breaks towards the 18-yard box. Tillemans gets past his man, finds Perez left to the side of the box, tries to curl it and bends it wide of the post. What's the ref going to go here? Is he going to book? No, he's just coming back to have a chat with him, I think. Vardy's still on the floor. Vardy is still down at the moment.
I don't like that. It's rare he stays down for long, isn't it?
And the yellow card is going to come out, I think, is it? Yes, he is. He's going to book the Southampton man. At the time, I didn't think it was a card, if I'm honest with you. I just thought Vardy got the ball first and the bloke had gone in from the side. But, you know, it's not good for a central midfielder after 4 minutes to be on a card. Let's have a look at this. So Vardy slides in, wins the ball. Oh, yes, it is late. And it is straight across the back of the calf with his studs. You've seen players go for that. Saw one last night in the Bournemouth-Norwich game. Very similar. Player slides in, wins the ball. And then the late tackle comes in with a stud over the thing, and he got a red card for that yesterday.
You want Nyosi to get that on target, don't you, mate?
You expect him from there to test the goalkeeper. I mean, his record is second to none against Southampton. Second to none. So I'd expect him to at least test the goalkeeper there. But it was nice to just open up. Ooh, do you know what? It's quite late. You've seen them go for that because, you know, nowadays, if you go over the ball or miss the ball and go straight onto the leg, there's a red card offence possibly there.
He's limping quite badly there, mate. Do you think he'll just walk it off?
I'd hope so. I think I'd be limping if I just had 6 stood straight through the back of your calf, though, mate, if I'm honest with you, and you're not expecting it. I mean, luckily, his leg wasn't planted. So I'll hope he can continue.
Lucky boy, Diallo. Isn't he the one that got sent off earlier on in the season? For a red card incident. I think he did, you know. For a similar incident going in late,
60 seconds, yes. I think it could have been. Vardy seems to be putting a strap back on his leg. He's got the old tape out, so...
It would have just been an impact injury, wouldn't it? You know, it's not like a muscle or like that.
It's just a sore one. Yeah, just a sore one straight on your calf. You only just started warming up.
240 people watching. We know why there's so many people watching. It's because it's the FA Cup semi-final. But if you don't mind, sparing 2 seconds of your time during the match and just dropping us a like, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, just drop us a like. It'd be much appreciated. Perez.
Ooh, what a header! What a header! Pushed up.
Cheers, Dave Gavin, for the €5. Keep up the good work, lads. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that as always, Dave Gavin from Sligo.
So you're trying to play it through the line, Southampton. They got it through the first one there. Too easy for me. It was straight into Danny Ings' feet, and the back three were all standing off him. Now, is that a ploy from Leicester to say, hey, do you know what, Danny? You can come and get the ball from 40 yards out. We're not worried about you doing that. What we don't want you to do is to peel in behind and cause problems. Good press from Leicester, though, from the Iheanacho, Cassagna. Fafana then takes his man out. And there we go. Watch straight away. Southampton players are asked for the card. Difference is there. Fafana was generally going to make the ball, and his foot's planted on the floor. It's not gone into him at any height. So there's no need for a card to come out in that one.
Cheers, Gray, for the $4.99. Much appreciated. We are pressing high. Jono says we are. We are. God, the comments flying in. $1.99 from Fee. Cheers, Fee. Thanks for the super sticker there. Much appreciated. Down it if we're going to win. Down it? If we win, I'll down one, yeah. But I'm not downing one if I think we're going to win. If we win, I will. Rick Rubin, we can't give away free kicks. Ward, yeah, that's something that worries me. I mean, he's got a hell of a bloody hit on him from set pieces. James Ward-Prowse. I would literally bet on him, bet on him scoring rather than not scoring all of his free kicks. He's ridiculous, isn't he, Tom? The amount of set pieces they get goals from because of him.
Free kicks is everything, mate. He's a good little player if I'm honest with you. He's the kind of player, if you get into the Champions League, you go and try and get as a squad player and have able to switch in and out, because he's up to class for me. Not just his free kick abilities, all-round play. He's second to none, mate. Second to none. He's a very good player, James Ward-Prowse, and that's why he's been making the Indian squads in the last 3 or 4 months.
Yep. He had a good game as well in the last England game, I think.
Yes, he did, right.
Guys, load of you watching. We are target for today. We want 35 more subs for the day. We want to get closer to. We want to get to the 6,500 subscribers. So if you could please drop us a like and subscribe if you've not already subscribed. And thanks to everyone who has already subscribed. Much appreciated.
Oh, Leicester near win the ball and Vardy nearly gets through. Down the right wing comes Walker Peters, former Tottenham player. And Diddy just wings the ball back on with him and finds Ricardo Pereira, who's started on the left-hand side today, and Cassani on the right. Be interesting to see how he gets on down his left-hand side. I mean, I think we're all honest to say Cassani is better on his right. He gets more freedom to go down, and the crossing ability is second to none. We've seen that with his goals and assists this season. The one at Man City away, Tielemans wins the ball. Tielemans finds Vardy, finds Iheanacho. Tielemans rolls it to Nacho. Oh, he can't get it past his man. If he can get it past his man, Tielemans was running into the box clear. Balled over the top. Danny Ings going in behind Southampton. Casper comes out and smashed it back up the pitch. But like that, Southampton turned like that. But literally, we're talking a one ball in, and Tielemans is about to pick a ball up and run into the box. All of 10 yards out, and no one around him, and he's probably got a free shot on goal.
I mean, I'm thinking. I mean, Southampton started the season so well. And since then, they've, in the last couple of months, they've been poor in the Premier League. Not much consistency at all. Are they saving it? Are they saving their, good performances for the FA Cup, mate?
No, I don't think so, mate. I think they've just been hit and miss this season. But I also have to say they've had a lot of injuries. A lot when you lose Danny Ings for 4 or 5 games in a row. They went on a 6-game losing streak. It's not an easy thing to do and come back from all the time, and your confidence is shot. And just when you think, they're going to lose another game, they're going to pick up a good win against someone. They've just been very inconsistent, I think, this back end of the season, probably since Christmas time. Because let's not get wrong, after 12 games, they were 3rd or 2nd in the league. They were flying.
Yeah.
They literally just come off the boil, it seems to be, at the wrong points. Like I say, they lost Dan Ings for a long period of time. They lost Redmond for a long period of time. You lose good players around you. You haven't got them on the bench to bring in. It's always a problem.
I mean, they were... Southampton, mate. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, I thought my telly was going off then. Yeah, mate. I mean, the one thing they are consistent at is losing 9-0, because they've done it twice now, once every season. Mate, what? I mean, we spoke about it a bit closer to the time a couple months ago, whenever it was, last month. But how do you lose 9-0 twice in a year, or just over a year, mate? It's just bizarre, isn't it?
You've got to be very unlucky, haven't you? And like you say,
do you think it was a mental thing? Like when it got to 6-0, they're thinking, "Oh no, not another 9-0, 7, 8," and it just stays on the mind.
Yeah, I think it probably is a mental thing. Ball round the corner. Sorry, mate. Now Iheanacho plays it back to Fofana. Leicester just getting a bit of possession now and picking it up quicker, higher up the pitch. The ball was won in their half there by Fofana. Leicester have the ball with Southampton in our half, but he drives forward, and there's the difference. Southampton and Fofana, instead of Amate at the back, getting the ball and driving forward, pushing the team up the pitch. But yeah, I mean, like you say, to you 9-0 once is bad enough. To lose 2 times, it's must be hard to take a Southampton, and with the same manager, should still be backed by the board after that. That takes some doing by Southampton board, and fair play to them. They've let him continue, but also in those 2 defeats, to lose a man after 10 minutes in our game, a minute in 30 seconds in the Man United game. I mean, it's very unlucky to do it twice. But look, I can't take anything from them games to go, oh, we're going to smash them again. You just do not know this season which Southampton's going to turn up. The Southampton that goes and wins at Villa Park 4-0, and we're scoring goals for fun early in the season, or the Southampton that got trashed 3-0 away at West Brom on Monday night, was it, when they played? It's a tricky one to call. I like to say in every game, but I think this one especially, the first goal could be crucial. I think if you can get that first goal, Southampton have got to come out more, and I think the heads could go. And I think that's the biggest problem. Every time they can see first, they go. I mean, the game against Burnley the other night, Burnley, they came back from 2-0 down to win 3-2. So they can do it, but I think it's a mindset.
I want to flip the switch now, mate. Because you meant, we were talking about mentality then. Do you fear for Leicester's mentality in a massive game like this? Do you fear for these? Not all of them are young. Oh,
ball around the corner finds Cassania down the right hand side. pulls on back. Oh, he tries to find Perez, can't find him, and Armstrong nicked in just to take it off his feet. It was a good idea, but just the wrong ball.
Yeah. Do you fear for like the mentality of some of our players? You know, in these big games, because I know in the past, you know, like. I mean, we talk about mentality in previous games, just this season, really, and last season, I suppose, when we've had a chance to really take advantage of other teams dropping points, we've just bottled it. And obviously, the whole top 4 last season was you could happily class as a bottle. There's been talk of a bottle this year. I think it's too early for us to say that about top 4. We'll see what happens. But do you fear for the players' mentality in a game like this?
I think 12 months ago, definitely. But I think this is a different team mentally than they were 12 months ago. I think the lessons have been learned from the Villa semi-finals, the Chelsea semi-finals, by what we did at Man United at home, and that was to put in a hell of a performance. And I think the bottle job thing, look, we have lost to Man City, but we didn't have Sancho playing at the back that day, and we didn't really come out of the blocks quick enough. When we did, we put them under little pressure. But we lost to the champions. The West Ham performance, not good enough. All round, not good enough. But I think, again, a lot of that was down to what had gone off with the 3, the 4, the 5 players, how many it was, and not having the squad depth in the team. You know, looking at that bench against West Ham, we had no one to change it. You were crying out for a creative player. With 20 minutes to go, there was only one team going to win that football match, and that was Leicester. We were on the front foot. We just couldn't get that third goal. I think we got the third goal early enough. We probably could have got a fourth because West Ham had gone. Look at them against Newcastle at the weekend. They capitulated. You know, they came back into it, but they then had a moment of madness again, and they lost 3-2. And if you look at the game before West Ham, they'd 3-0 up against Arsenal, 3-3. 3-2 versus up, 3-0 to the 3-2 versus Newcastle. They're shipping goals. So you probably would have had a good chance. Iheanacho, little 1-2, free kick referee around the corner on Cassagna. Yeah, Cassagna goes 1-2 Iheanacho and wins a free kick. Good little play by Cassagna there into Nacho back to him. And it was
I don't know
foul on it.
Is it Vestergaard?
Vestergaard with a foul on Cassagna as he came around the corner looking for the back ball up the line.
Nice little player, Vestergaard, mate. Nice little player, centre back.
Yeah. Ooh. So Sancho tries to find Perez. Pereira then tries to have Vardy. Just a little bit sloppy with the passing at the moment, Leicester. I think we're just rushing it. We're getting the ball in the final third, and we're looking to the Hollywood ball, as I'll call it. Ball into Nacho. Nacho then gives the ball away. Poor first touch by Nacho there for me. Got to do better. He had loads of space around him. Time to turn. Ball with Southampton. Ball into Danny Ings. But Danny Ings, bad touch. Finds Perez. Can't get past his man. Again, Leicester give the ball away. But Perez there didn't have an option. Wilfred Didi gets to tackle him, but goes straight to a Southampton player. Well done for Fafana, high press again. Cassagna then go press. Ball up the line, finds Danny in, but it'll run out through to Leicester. Better from Leicester with the press, though. A lot better than they did at West Ham last week. Press wasn't there last week, and we let them play for fun. Today, we're not letting Southampton try and pass this ball around. And anything coming short, we're literally stopping.
James Maddison and Hamza Chowdhury being shown on the screen now, in the obviously on the bench, well in the dugout, wherever. I mean, look, mate. I know they got a lot of stick, and you know, rightly so. But I think it benefits us as well, doesn't it, mate? Because Maddison, he's going to want to, you know, put his name up in lights, isn't he? He's going to want to turn things around. He's the type of player to play from, you know, to kind of thrive off like fans talking about him and cheering for him and all that. So he's going to want to turn his you know, last week around, isn't he?
I mean, we got 7 games left after this in the league, and maybe 8 if we get to the final. If he wants to go to the Euros, I think he's got a big ask now to go there, but he's got to do something in those 7 games, and that's got to be in goals and assists. Can't just have good performances for himself. He's got to put a team performance to help him, and him to run the show in some ways in that middle of the park when he gets the opportunity. When's he going to get that? That's the only question at the moment, you know, because doesn't even know under the seat. But yeah, when's he going to get the opportunities? Well, I think the West Brom game might be an opportunity. Leicester win the ball back. Tillemans finds Isaac Perez down this left-hand side. Plays it to Ricardo Pereira down the left again. Ricardo tries to find Vardy and just can't get the ball through again. It was a very difficult pass. Southampton, 4 players straight around Ricardo Pereira there and didn't want to let him get near out of the way. Leicester again put the high press on and Southampton go all the way back to the centre back. He just goes long. Tries to switch the play, but will only go to Tim Cassagno. He'll head it down. Tielemans slides in and wins the ball, finds Fofana. Back to Johnny Evans back in the Leicester half. But again, Leicester won the ball high up there and made Southampton make it by the stake by trying a crossfield ball. Take your time, boys. Take your time. 19 minutes gone in this game and no one's had really a clear-cut chance, I'd say, yet. Neither tested the goalkeepers. I mean,
I think the Perez chance was the best, wasn't it?
Perez's bender, but wide of the post was probably the major chance of the game, but it wasn't on target. Risky ball there by Sancho. Leicester give the ball away. Edge of the area, Armstrong goes outside to Redmond, puts one into the box towards the back post. Oh, Fofana puts his arms out, leaving it, but the Southampton player came at the back, slid and missed the ball. Got lucky there, Fofana. You can't leave the ball there, mate.
They're pressing us here now, mate, quite a bit, and we lose the ball.
Fofana, he'll go into Fofana tries it out on the floor, and again, Leicester lose the ball. All down to the high press of Southampton at this time.
Yeah, I probably agree with this comment, mate. We need to calm down a bit, keep possession, and stop being sloppy. This was about the mentality thing. It was on about, mate. You could get a mentality. I mean, there's two types. You can get 2 types of negative mentality. One would be to go, oh, they're really up for it and really, too overconfident, like, a bit complacent, and they go, gun ho, and we lose out and get counted.
Perez again gets a lovely ball into him. Ball over the top. Perez in behind on the left-hand side. Goes into the box. Tries to do his man. Am I in front of you, mate, or are you in front of me, do you think?
I'm just in front of you, mate, by about 3 or 4 seconds, 2 or 3 seconds.
So turn me box off, mate, and come back on.
I didn't think I was at first, and then I just realised I was.
What are you on, mate?
I'm on 21 minutes, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, I'm on
10.
9, mate.
10, mate.
I'd say Leicester with the ball again at the back. But yeah, I think that's right. We just need to calm down and not look for the Hollywood ball. I think that's the biggest thing so far for me was being Mobby. We're looking for that really, really hard pass every single time instead of just going 5 yards. Long ball over up to top. Nacho gets cleared by Bertram.
Even when Perez got into the box, mate, just literally 30 seconds ago, he tried the outside of the foot, didn't he? Swinging it in. But
well, for me there as well, when he gets into the box, he's one touch and smash it across the floor. Well played, Johnny Evans. Well played, Johnny Evans. Slides in, wins the ball back. Ball down the line looking for Vardy. Vardy will get the ball. He's 1-on-1, cuts his side of his man. Oh, he can't get his back to the ball. Unlucky Vardy. Did the man first time. Absolutely did him. All ends up. If he could get the ball back, I think he was probably going to go past him there for me. Oh, but yeah, you're right. For me there, the ball over the top, it should have been one touch and left foot. Put that in a bit, for me, like Vardy did against Sheffield United, low and hard and early, because Nacho was going towards the back post again there. And that's what you remember for it to Southampton on just past the halfway line in 10 yards in the Leicester half.
Need to be careful. Look for a simple through ball, and we're in. Simple as that. Their defence is slow. We need to feed Iheanacho through on goal. Craig says Perez needs to look up and pass the ball quicker. Yeah, he does sometimes. He is very much a player that when he gets the ball, his head goes down and he's trying to do his man. But he can do those passes as well. He can play players in. For sure, we've seen it before. In that Sheffield United game as well, he did it a few times to Vardy. But Vardy looks up for it, mate. Vardy looks up for it today, I feel.
Mate, a lot of question about him, but his assists over the last 8 games have been second to none. Nacho tries to turn. Vardy wins the ball back. Tries to find Nacho. Nacho wins it. Finds Vardy. Edge of the area. It shoots. P rolls out. Fraser Forster will collect it.
Hey, that would have got clipped up that time, and if he scored there after we just brought it up.
I just laugh because he gets judged a lot, and everyone's like, he never can be dropped. You can't drop someone who offers so much to this team. If you were to take Vardy out of the team, tell me where the movement's coming from. Where's that, ability to drag players out the way? As Vestergaard is currently down on the floor at the moment. Not sure what it is. Limping a bit. It's Rav Hoofenhartel. has a quick chat with Danny Ings. Love that name. What a name. Not just have the name Ralph, but Southampton.
Yeah, Vardy had a good shot there. I think, I don't know
He
what
just caught
happened.
him in. Yeah, so as Vardy takes a shot, as it comes down, he plants it onto Vestergaard's ankle. There's nothing Vardy can do. There's nothing Vestergaard could do at the time. It's just his right foot what took the shot. It takes all the weight onto it.
Can I just say as well, mate, I've only just realised that you've probably already noticed it. Have you seen the big Vishai banner?
Yes, mate.
In the stands
It's
at
in the
Wembley,
stands.
yeah? I've only just seen it, mate. So, yeah, fair play to the club for getting that sorted. Because he would be there, mate. He would be there today.
Perez looks at Vardy behind. He would have been offside. I'll say straight away he would have been. But Nacho isn't. And Nacho hassles the life out of Ryan Bertrand there. And Leicester won't get the throw. But that's better for Leicester. The Vestergaard looks like... Oh, dear. But better. Leicester, I'll be honest now, I think Vardy there would have been offside if the ball had gone through to him. I think he'd just gone a little earlier there. He would have done the line, the back line. Isn't that quick for Southampton? They're all aging.
Yeah, Vestergaard, Bednarek. You've got Walker Peters. He's obviously got a bit of pace about him. Bertrand is aging, so he's not blessed with pace. But Walker Peters finds himself caught out a lot of the time when he's bombing forward, like he is now on this right hand side.
Would you take someone like Ryan Bertrand though? You know, at the end
we were linked with him.
His contracts. You know, his only contract finishes with them at the end of the season on a free.
Yeah, I think Fuchs is going to go, isn't he, this summer? I would imagine. If he does, I would bring someone in like Bertrand. I would, if he goes.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes, then definitely. If he doesn't, then obviously not. You know, you've got that backup there at the moment with Cassano, Pereira, Thomas. Nacho wins or just can't get the ball. It just nicks off his toe.
To be fair, mate, though, yeah, you make a good point there about obviously all the wing backs, full backs we have. I don't think we would bring Bertrand in. And the reason for that is because if Castagne's injured, we will play Ricardo left back and Albrighton right back. You know what I mean? They can both switch because Albrighton can fill in right wing back. James Justin when he's back full fitness. Then Luke Thomas. You know, you've still got Luke Thomas. To give the ball away again.
Frustration because, you know, it was a simple ball there for Ricardo Pereira for me. Perez was a free man in the middle of the park. It's a 5-yard ball and we're kicking it. I don't know, it's his weaker foot, but we're not kicking it straight to him. He had no one around him there either, Ricardo Pereira. Ball into Danny Ings, goes around the corner looking for Redmond. Fofana comes over to cover, takes the touch. Well played Fofana, composes it and goes back up the line.
And he's found himself in the shop window as well now, hasn't he, Wesley Fofana?
Tinnemans to Vardy. Vardy finds Perez. Perez attacks his man. Back into Vardy. Oh, the ball was overlapped for Nacho. To the back post. Oh, he can't find Nacho.
Why hasn't he jumped?
Vardy chose the wrong ball there for me, though. Vardy chose the wrong ball. The ball should have gone back as it came to him. He should have continued across his body and lays in Nacho. Nacho is through on goal. Here we go. Tillemans into Vardy. Vardy flicks it to Perez. Perez back into Vardy's feet. And on his left-hand shoulder is here Nacho waiting for a tap-in. Both on side. He can't get near it, mate.
Was it a bad touch by Vardy or did he do that on purpose? I think it was a bad touch.
I think it might have been a bad touch, mate. But I'll be honest now, like you say, the ball, it should have gone to Nacho there. It should have gone in. Nacho's through on goal. Nacho's through on goal there with the ball to him.
With the form he's on.
With his left foot. He's bending it with his left foot, mate, as well. He's going onto that left foot first time bend. And he's got probably at the moment 9 out of 10. He's going in the back of the net from there. Oh, but there you go. The quick passes, Southampton could not cope with it. And that's what we've got to do. Compose yourself, get the ball down, pass. And when the time is right, boom, 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 boom. Get that quick range of short passes in and open Southampton up. Oh, Danny Ings, edge of the area. Goes around his man, falls to the floor. Referee tells him to get up. Well played, referee. I thought he went down softly there. Leicester win the ball back. Lose the ball again. Ward-Prowse. Well played, Perez. Wins the ball. That's a foul, referee. Nothing given. Referee, come on.
Come on, Leicester. Come on.
Redmond win the ball.
Keep it together. Keep it together.
Ball in behind. Fofana, good covering. Well played, Fofana. That'll be a free kick. Well played. Danny Ings went down so easily, mate, there. There's no need to go down that easily. Let's have a look now. Skips past 1. Skip past 2. Oh, Danny, that's embarrassing. Nacho comes, it's not even near him. Not even near him. Oh, Danny Ings. Tell me there why the VAR official can't turn around and say, you need to go and book Danny Ings for a deliberate dive. Because that's what it was. It was a deliberate dive. Side shoot and Ndidi were nowhere near him when he took that touch.
I mean, we've said it time and time again, mate, haven't we, about the... Oh, nice for
Well
Far
played
now.
for Far now. Takes a turn into...
This is it! Come on, quick
back around the
passes.
corner. Ooh,
Wiped out.
Wiped out, but wins the ball. Good tackle by Southampton player. Back into play again, though. Leicester are looking around now. They're moving the ball quicker. Look for the ball in behind. Nacho tried to find Vardy. Stopped by Vestergaard. Southampton now turn to pop the ball around. No look to switch the play. Indeed, he puts a high press on though, and there's the next press. Oh, Vestergaard gets lucky.
With one man down in midfield now, though, yeah. With one man down now, with Ndidi so high up, lovely Tillemans. I disagree with this lot. I don't think we need Maddison ASAP yet. Quality needed. I don't think quality is needed. I think we're absolutely fine as it is at the moment.
So we'll bring him on. He'll play to full time, and then if we go to extra time, he's going to have to go off because he isn't fit.
Oh no.
Leicester lose the ball. Pereira top one around the corner. It smashes it to Walker Peters in the face and goes straight to Southampton. Goes out to Walker Peters, who cuts inside. Well play, Isaac.
It's never a foul. Yellow card?
Behave.
What's he a yellow card for? Was it a yellow?
I don't think he's given a card, mate. So Peters cuts inside. He's blocked the ball. He's not gone through his man. He's blocked the ball there for me.
I really need a. I really need a what do they? I don't know. Not. I don't want to say a swear word. P.
Whatever, mate. Just go for
Mate,
it.
I don't want to miss this. It's bloody Ward-Prowse on the ball. What did I hear, mate? I don't know. What did I hear someone say the other day when someone said I need to oh, I can't remember what they said, mate. It was funny. A saying for needing to go for a P, mate.
Jimmy Rickle.
No. I need to drain the snake. That's what he said. I need to drain. Made me laugh, mate. It was yesterday. I was in Loughborough in the pub, and I heard this old man behind me. I need to go drain the snake. I'm like, that's why we love the pubs.
Ward-Prowse stands over the free kick. So does Ryan Bertram. Ward-Prowse will whip this one in towards the back post. Headed away by Ndidi. Big header. Danny Ings again falls over in the box looking for a penalty. Embarrassing there, boys. But you can't risk it. Danny Ings looks straight at his man. Tillemans goes round his man.
Oh,
and then gives a free kick the other way. Are you joking me? Tillemans got blocked off. Tillemans gets blocked off because he's not quick enough to play. And then Tillemans gives him a little wink.
He's married at the ref, and he turns to the ref and goes, turns at the Southampton player and gives him a wink. Right, I'm going to go now.
Danny Ings doing a Danny Ings. That's embarrassing. Danny Ings was literally doing a Harry Kane there. Ball in the air, looks for the man, waits for him to come near and then falls over. Get up. Embarrassing, Danny Ings. Why are you doing it today? You don't need to do that. You're a good player. Tillemans turns his man brilliantly. Goes down, no free kick given though. Loses the ball. James Ward-Prowse goes wide. Finds Walker Peters. He'll bomb forward. Goes past Ozzy Perez, but Perez gets goal side and will play Perez. Back to Walker Peters. Cuts inside again. Vardy closes them down. They go back all the way. And all the way back to the goalkeeper. Well played, Leicester. Good pressing there from Leicester at this point. Fraser Foster stands with the ball and waits for Vardy to come towards him. They chip it back forward. Goes into Redmond, who can't win the ball. Leicester lose the ball again, though. Tillemans steps in. Looks for Vardy. Vardy in behind. Into the box. Round to goalkeeper. Oh, he's chipped it over the bar. Oh, what a ball by Tillemans. The run by Vardy. Southampton couldn't get near him. What a ball by Tillemans. Slid it round the back of the Saints defence. He's going away from goal, but he just can't get his foot. No, he's chipped it, mate. Do you know what? It just goes over his head and wide of the post. Oh, and over the crossbar. A fully fit Vardy, bro, he takes that chance, mate, and a fully fit, confident Vardy. I think the fitness is there, but I think his confidence is low at the moment for me, and he just needs one to go in. I'm going to say it now off his backside. The poor kid is just struggling with fitness, with his confidence for me. One goes in, mate, he'll be scoring goals again. We saw it last season when he went on a dry run. Hootenhout is not happy with his Southampton fans and tell him to pull themselves out of the way.
What minute are we on, mate? I can't see because of my bloody laptop.
33. 34 minutes. Danny Ings in the box and wins a corner kick. Well played with Ricardo Pereira that comes in. So I'll put Harry Kane in my second favourite striker, by the way. He's a good striker, but I also think he's going to end up injuring some player very badly the way he goes into players when he goes like that and then backs into them and the player goes over the back of the head and goes down. We saw at the beginning of the season against Brighton when Lallana went up, goes to win the header. Harry Kane backs him, he goes over back, and Harry Kane wins a penalty. I just think there's a way to defend or a way to win things. And if you're going to injure the opponent by the way you're doing it, it's dangerous, it's reckless, and there should be punishment. Corner Southampton, 34 minutes, 40 seconds gone. This game's flying by. Short corner taken, but through everyone. Perez gets it away.
Drilled it low.
Low. He did drill it low. Oh, no. Perez gives it away. Finds Armstrong. Armstrong then wins it back. He's looking to go down. Well played, Perez. Can't win it, but the ball goes out for throw to Southampton in front of the liner. Bertram, I think, looks a bit good there because I think it literally went past his foot.
Is that Sean Masielis?
Yeah, Sean Masielis, yeah. Very good liner. Very good liner. Ball thrown. Take it to Redmond. Flicked on by Danny Ings towards the back post. Well played for Farner. Because if he misses that header, the Southampton player's got a free hit in behind for me there. Vardy will come over and close down.
They've had a nice bit of possession here, aren't they, Southampton? It's quite worrying.
You've got to take your chances when they're coming at the moment. Leicester's had the two best chances of the game for me, and the Vardy one especially is probably the best chance of the game. Slid in, like I say, a confident Vardy there for me, mate. He's not even taking a touch. It's one touch and bang. I mean, throw in, Redmond just takes a touch, flicks it over, flicked by Danny in, and like you say, if Fafana doesn't get there, Gineppo at the back post is taking a touch and volley. Oh, Redmond, yeah. Not Redmond. Bertram had a free shot at goal in the box there from the corner, and he completely missed it. It must have been a routine they'd worked on.
Giving favours to his future club.
Sign back to up the line. Finds Perez. Can't keep the ball. Perez then gets the ball back. It's not just about players who's giving the ball away, but it's not just what he does. He offers so much more. It's his work rate, his determination to get back in position, and he can be frustrating to watch. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say he's the best ball player, but he also can pop up with a moment of brilliance when he wants to. Ball again. It was for me there the hard ball. The ball should have gone up the line to Nacho. We're looking for the ball in behind because Nacho has come short and Perez had gone long in behind. Ball over the top. John Eames will do duty. Comes back, finds Casper. Casper will chip it back over to Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans takes a touch, goes down the line, signs you.
Don't like that.
Pulls out the little dink and turn, goes round his man, and Leicester play out from left to right. And now have gone 60 yards across the pitch in the space of two passes and up to the halfway line. Well played, Sayuncu there. Absolutely class by the Turkish tank. Johnny Evans switched the ball. Oh, he can't find his man. It's too long.
Craig says Perez is trying to do too much. Maybe thinks he can make up for last week trying too hard. I don't think so. I think he does that every week, to be fair. He does try too hard sometimes. As I said a minute ago, his first instinct is to, like, when Tillemans gets the ball, his first instinct is a look up, see what passes on and release it. But Perez is different. Perez obviously looks down. He's got his head on his eyes on the ball, and he's trying to do his man. And sometimes it works amazingly. Sometimes, most of the time, unfortunately, it doesn't work. But I mean, I've said this all along, mate. With your number 10s, your players in your number 10 role, mate. That's what it's all about. You take risks as a number 10, a creative player. You try and do your men. You try and go on a 30-yard run sometimes, and release the ball. You try a bloody 20-yard outside of the foot pass. They're your creative player, mate. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
And we're talking about the man who closed down Walter Peters. The ball then pings off, could have gone absolutely anywhere and goes straight back to the goalkeeper. That could have fallen straight to his foot, and Leicester then would have been literally 2-on-1 going through on goal, all because of Perez had put the press on there high up the pitch. I mean, like you said, we'll go back to the interview, begin mid-season, and there was criticism towards Maddison about giving the ball away and overdoing it. And I liked his interview. It was sheer class from a young lad to say, well, it's what I get paid to do. I get paid to create chances for Jamie Vardy. And the only way I'm going to create those chances by taking risks. And a bit like hot potato at the moment, the ball in the Leicester half. Southampton now win it back again after Leicester had won it and given it away. Down the left-hand side, finds Gineppo with his blonde patch on top of his head, we'll put it in that way. Go wide and find Walker Peters on this right-hand side. Again, Perez closing down. Armstrong comes over. Ricardo takes it out. But yeah, you know, Maddison said, I get paid to take chances. I get to take chances and create things. And the only way I'm going to create things is by looking for the most difficult pass every single time. Now, some are going to come off and some aren't. But if I don't keep trying them, then we're not going to create those chances. So he is spot on, mate. He is spot on when he says stuff like that. And I think probably Perez takes more of a brunt than Maddison would if he had tried these balls and given it away so much.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Armstrong, brilliant plays. Another player, I think, a good little ball player. Armstrong, work rate, fantastic. Always got an eye for goal. Down the left-hand side, Ricardo Pereira, who's probably not had the best game so far. He has given the ball away a lot today. But again, it's not his natural side.
He's not been great. I mean, with all due respect, he has not been. He's not the player he was, yet. He's not the player he was before his injury, and that's to be expected. I know, but and he'll know that as much as anyone, won't he, mate? That he's not the same player at the moment.
So, Leicester switches on, finds out to Cassagna. Casagna's going to come in, finds into Vardy. Oh, he goes behind Vardy. The ball needed to be in front of him. He tried to go unlucky. Great play for Leicester. Nacho plays into Tielemans, one touch, knew the switch was on, ball on the floor, finds Cassagna, and Vardy'd gone. Cassagna thinks Vardy's waiting for the pass to come into his feet, and Vardy had done the opposite and made the run in behind. I mean, there wasn't much room. They'd already gone into the 18-yard box at the time. And what's this, the first corner for Leicester of the game, will it be? We're 41 minutes in. Tielemans to take it.
And did he?
What time they score?
Sorry for my head, mate.
I know, mate.
Must have flicked for it. It's just over time, doesn't it? It slows up.
Drops back.
And did he jumps up, beats Danny Ings to the ball, but it's just over the crossbar, and it's gone out for a goal kick for Southampton. Craig said, I knew this was going to be harder than everyone seemed to think. Am I right in thinking that they haven't conceded in the cup at all? Is that true?
I think they've got a good record, especially with Fraser Foster. I don't think he's conceded a cup goal. So it could be true that. I'm sure I heard that stat earlier. Do you hear that stat?
Have they had an easy run then? Do you know who they had in the last round? Because I was thinking this earlier and I had no idea who they've played. They must have played a decent team, right? Nacho.
I'm sure they played Arsenal. I'm sure they beat Arsenal in one of the rounds.
Is yours on, mate? Redmond's on the attack here.
Redmond's ball. Pereira steps in. Ball played out by Johnny Evans. Tielemans goes to the ball over the top. Looking for Vardy. Cleared it away. Bournemouth. Yeah.
So they've had an all right run. It's interesting that.
So they played Bournemouth in the quarter-final.
They had Arsenal on the way, someone said.
Yeah, they had Southampton. Southampton Arsenal was in the fourth round, and they had Shrewsbury in the third.
There we go. Not bad, mate. Not bad. Not a bad run, that. And we've had an easy run as well. Let's be fair here, all due respect to Brighton and Brentford and Stoke. But was it Brent? It was Brentford, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Brentford first. Stoke, then Brentford, then Brighton, then Man United.
Yeah.
Corner to Leicester. Tielemans to take it, right-footed. Swindon. Headed on back across. Johnny Evans, Vardy! Over the crossbar. On another corner to Leicester. Oh, brilliant corner by Tielemans towards the near post, flicked on by Ndidi. Johnny Evans back across. Vardy, well, he's got 4 players around him, and he just can't get there. And who's heads it over the bar? It comes off Vardy, it comes off Vestergaard and goes over the crossbar. I think if there's no one in front of Vardy, he's going in the back of the net. Another corner to Leicester, 43 minutes gone, nearly 44 when this will be taken. Tielemans to take it. Is it an out swinger? It'll be another in swinger, another right footer. Tielemans, 44 minutes played. Ball whipped in towards the back post. Johnny Evans over his head and goes up for a goal kick.
Someone's asking Barnes or Saka. If I'm completely honest, I'd rather Barnes right now, but I do think that Saka has a high ceiling. I think he could go, but so could Barnes. But I think Saka has a big future. Barnes does too, but I don't know. Don't want to sound biased. Yeah, don't want to sound biased and unbiased.
Great to have so much English talent, if I'm honest with you, mate. Great to have so much English talent in the Premier League, and all young.
I think, if I'm right in saying, Saka is a bit younger than Barnes as well. If I'm right in saying, I don't know if that's. Yes, I think Barnes is 23, Saka's 20 or 21, something like that. So
yeah, something like that. Ball round the corner, Ward-Prowse goes past Perez. Great tackle, Iosi.
No, no. Is that going to be a red? Is that going to be a second yellow? Has he been booked? No, he's not been booked, is he?
No.
Scared me, mate.
He won the ball, didn't he? Let's watch again. Perez comes in from the side, spins around the corner, and wins the ball. It's like he kicks it as he plays it. Saka's 19, Barnes is 23, someone just said.
So 4 years.
And we're into that minute of added time now. 45 played. There's 1 minute of injury time.
Remember, guys, you can click the link like everyone was doing earlier on. I can see Jamie's waiting already. So when Phil's in at half time in just a couple of minutes, Phil will try and get people on. Let us know what you think to the game, the first half, mate. The longer this game's going to go on, the more nervous I'm going to be, pal. God. But, yeah, still got another 45 minutes or so. Yeah, Ward-Prowse here to take the free kick.
45, and there's the minute. Bertrand needs a Ward-Prowse whips it in, headed away by Scientu. Referee, there's your whistle. Half time. Leicester 0, Southampton 0 in this semi-final of the FA Cup. And if I'm honest with you, Leicester have had the best chances. First one found to Iosi Perez on the left-hand side of the box, cut inside and bent it wide at the post. The main one would then definitely fell to Jamie Vardy, slipped in by Tielemans, rounded the man, gets to a goalkeeper and chips it over the crossbar. And for me, a fully flying Jamie Vardy, who's got a goal or two in the last couple of games, had scored there for me. And then right at the end, another corner into the box called Chaos. And Diddy flicked it on, back across by Johnny Evans, and now it was Vardy with a header, but it only need to be flected over the crossbar. And as we say, at half time, it's Leicester City 0 and Southampton 0 in a cagey affair.
Yep, let's get Phil on. Sorry if I've gone a bit blurry. I'll be back for the second half. But yeah, here's Phil. Let's get him on for the half-time chat.
Thanks, lads. Thanks for a great first half. Watch along, you two. I'm going to let you go and have a little breather. Go and charge your glasses, and we'll see you for the second half. Cheers, guys. Let Tom go and Lots go. Thanks so much to them. So it is 0-0 at half-time. Get your views in. Get your comments in. We want to know, we want you to join the debate, and we want to know what you think about the first half. We want your views on what has been, well, a tense, nervous affair. I'll share the link out there as well, and we'll get fans to come on as well. So get ready for that in there. Perez has been a bit of a disaster, says Tony. I think he's been okay, but get your views in. Do you agree with Tony? What do you think to Perez? Danny Ings is a diver. Says, and it is on YouTube. Do get your views in. Susie says it's nail biting. It is. It's very tense today. It is one of those, isn't it? It's not really come to light yet. Although I think Leicester, we've probably had the better chances. Do you agree with that or not? Perez is still having a party. Get Madders on at half time, says Kevin. Will says get Madders on for Perez. We're not sure how fit Madders is, by the way, Will, so it will be an interesting one. Simon May says, oh, sorry, Steve says 2-0 to Southampton. Steve, come on. Can't be a Leicester fan with that. Simon saying very nervous, but Southampton are there for the taking. Does anyone feel like This is Luke saying, does anyone feel like our missed chances will bite us in the arse? Do you agree with Luke or not? Get your views in, get your comments in. Madison on for Ricky. Dipak, how you doing? Dipak says both sides are absolutely terrified of each other. It is a bit of a Mexican standoff at times in there, Dipak. You are right. Switch Ricardo and Castagna over, says Kevin. Craig is saying swap Ricardo and Castagna over, which is the same. Vardy has got to go, blood, says Sean. Yes, blood. Ricardo, very poor, says Neil. Very poor today. I don't think he's passed to a blue shirt yet, which is... Well, what do you think to Ricardo's performance so far? We're going to be getting people's comments in. I'm going to share the link now. I'm just copying it. I'll pop it into the chat. If you want to come on and give us your views, we want to get as many fans' views on as possible, as well as your comments. It is there. So if you want to, click on the link. It's there, whether you're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. It's the same link in there. Neil, I'm with you. I'd like to see Albrighton to get some energy into the game. He changed the game last week for us. Couldn't quite do enough, but it was in there. Yes, Dipak, lol blood. I'm with you on that. He caught me out. Albrighton on for Ricardo. A lot of you not rating Ricardo today. Sean says Ricardo done good defending, but not offensive today. Let's get in Jamie. Jamie, how are you?
I am good, thanks. You?
Yeah, good. I'm going to add Jamie in, Elijah and Jono. They've all clicked on the link. Listen, I put the link out there. It is there. Click on the link and you can come on just like these guys have. We want to get as many Leicester fans on as possible. Jamie, what's your take on that first half?
Honestly, I thought it was a brilliant half. I thought, to be honest, everyone's saying about Ricardo doing or not being the best, but I think Castagna's been brilliant on the right wing. I think, yeah, he's been brilliant. And my man of the match moment, to be honest, I could see it being by the end of the game as well, and that's Fofana. Fofana, right back / centre back, has been absolutely amazing today.
He did make an important sort of last-ditch touch just before the half-time, which was important for Fofana in our 6-yard box, didn't he, Jamie?
Yeah, he's been brilliant, and I honestly think he could be our man of the match already. The amount of things he's done, even Southampton being back in as well, he's caught up speed already in one game. So yeah, I think we need maybe swap Castagna and Ricardo over, see what that will do. But I wouldn't take him off because I think Ricardo's too important for us at the moment.
Elijah, thanks for joining us again. Neil says, and I want you to react to this, Elijah. Neil says Vardy on song would have buried that chance. Jamie Vardy again just can't quite get in, can he?
Yeah, he's making good runs, and we're starting to see like shades of the player that we know him to be. But yeah, I worry that it might be a confidence thing. I left a comment about that. Yeah, on form, he'd have buried that.
Yeah, Jono, thanks for joining us. A few people, Jono, sort of having a bit of a go at Perez and saying he's not really at the races, get Madison on for him. What's your take on Perez's first half?
Not the best. His thing is he made 2 really easy fouls. I don't think they are fouls, but if you make it obvious for the referee, then he's going to give it. I think bring on Madison and Albrighton and then be on the go. I think bring on Madison for Perez, definitely.
Okay, I'm going to add Jack in. Jack, are you ready to come in? We've got Jack waiting to come in and Michael. Let's go for it. We've got Jack. What's your take on the first half, Jack?
Too busy going backwards and forwards, isn't it? We're spending too much time at the back. Southampton just like to press, don't they, when teams are doing that sort of thing. We need to get out more, Phil. Perez hasn't really done much. I'd really bring him on for Madison. I think Madison would change the game.
Yeah. Okay, Michael.
Yeah, I think Madison will change the game, but don't take Perez off too soon. He's pressing the back line. He's doing a job. He's linking up the play. They're making the runs. It's scrappy right now, but we've seen this before all season long. We've seen this before. We at halftime we're like, oh, our guys, we're not finishing our chances, even though we have them. And then at the final whistle, it's 3-0. You know, our guys, they got the swag today. They're playing like it's a semifinal for a trophy. You know, so I'm not worried about it. Everybody looks good. If we bring Madison on, let's bring him on at like 75 to change the game. But let's see what our guys that we got on right now can do.
Jake says Perez is trying, but we're sitting too deep. Need to get at them more, which I think is what Jack's saying. EKG says my mind wants to balance pushing hard now with saving for possible extra time. It is one of those balancing what's. Bobby says that was a terrible half of football. Bobby, I don't agree with you on that. I think it is tense and nervous, Jack, isn't it? It's tense out there.
Yeah, it's nervous for the players as well as the fans. Vardy, did he need to take the extra touch? He could have aimed for the corner first time, but Vardy would have scored that on his day, but he just doesn't seem at it, does he? You know, he's making the runs for Kel. Castagno, 2 times he could have played it over to Kel over the top, but he chose to go otherwise. So I think we can win the game still. We just need to aim more forwards than backwards.
Elijah, I think Jamie Vardy just needs that first goal again, doesn't he, to get him going, Elijah?
Yeah, I don't think you'll find a Leicester fan that won't say something like that. He's clearly still quality and he still has that skill, but he just needs one good goal from open play to give him that confidence back. You know, he got the one against Liverpool, but all things considered, I think you could equally give that to credit to Alisson as much as you could give it to Vardy on that. So I think I was just gonna say I think one good, clear open play goal and he'll be back.
Jamie, Ian says here it's been a very cagey first half. Nobody wants to make that first mistake. Do you think Ian's right with that, Jamie?
I honestly think it's been a lot more, a lot better on our side. I thought we played quite well. Like if we want to defend any deeper, then it'll be better. But I don't think we need to. We are getting caught out as it is at the back. But Southampton and Fofana with the pace at the back, we don't need to. I think the way we're moving the wings is perfectly fine. I don't think that's going to be caged by the end of the game anyway.
Jamie, before I let you go, we can still go on and win this quite comfortably. You're very positive.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. I think we're the better team here. So,
and Elijah and Michael, let's start with you, Elijah. Again, I think there's lots of things to be positive, aren't there?
Yeah, I left a comment about it. I think we've still been the better team this half. I think we can still go on to win this game. I kind of agree with the people that say bring on Albright and bring on Maddison, but I don't think that needs to happen at halftime. I think we've still been good enough, and I think we can save their stamina for if we have to take this extra time.
Yeah, Michael, you'd agree with that?
I definitely would agree. Maybe Ricardo and Castagna would switch sides, or maybe one of them would come off to bring on Albright in. But maybe something has to be done on our wings so we can get that goal.
I mean, Jono, before I let you go, Dipak says here, we can win this. We are the better team and we have better players. I totally agree with Dipak, Jono.
I agree. We've got the better players. With Southampton back, we look way more defensively secure. And then with Ramati in the team, so definitely happy with that. It's just give them a bit more creativity now, a bit more, trying to push for that win now. I think it's been a bit nervous, but I think after 10 minutes, bring a Maddison, I think, and some of the players, then we can get this win.
Cheers, everybody who's joined me so far. I'm going to let you guys go because I've got Gray and Ryan waiting to come in. So we'll see you later. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
I'll let those all go. Jack, you can stick around if that's all right. I'll let Elijah and Jamie go. Let's get in Ryan and let's add in Gray as well. Gray, can you hear me, mate? Gray?
Yes, mate.
How nervous have you been in that first half?
No, I've been not nervous. I think the only time there was a bit of nerves was when Ings was running through on the ball and Casper come out and dealt with it quite comfortably, really. They've not really given us anything that we need to worry about. As such, I think Vardy maybe should have took his effort first time rather than trying to do the cheeky little chip. But he's looking confident. He's looking hungry. Perez is having a good game, I think. And like one of the other guys has just said, that we look better with Cags at the back.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Ryan, thanks for clicking on the link, Ryan. What's your take on that first half, Ryan?
It's going pretty well. Probably just shoot more. If we can, just getting the shots in, and it was sooner or later go in. And if saving Maddison and bringing, if it's looking like it's going to go to extra time, bringing him on for the last 10 minutes and just trying to get that goal.
I mean, Jack, people are talking Maddison coming on. For me, I still think Albrighton, I know it changes the team up, but I think his work rate is good. But I could see Maddison coming on maybe for Perez, Albrighton coming on. Where do you think it could go, Jack? How would you mix it up?
I think with Brendan, if it's not working, he'll obviously try and change the formation the best he can, tactics-wise as well, because Brendan, you know, he's very tactical when things aren't going right. Albrighton is a super sub, isn't he? He works hard and helps the team out the best he can, and I think Albrighton and Maddison could change this game in Leicester's favour.
Just before I let you go, because it's nearly second half, Ryan, we can go and win it?
Yeah.
Of course we can. Gray, win it?
Definitely. Just quickly though, Phil, did you not, just before the game kicked off, the guy who came on the show who was at Wembley, did you all see him standing up behind the goal?
I didn't. I missed him. No, did you see him on the camera?
Yeah, he was on the camera, bless him.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Gray, for that. Thanks, Ryan, for clicking in. Do join us again. Thanks, Jack.
Thank you.
Cheers. We'll see them all later. Locks and Tom, are you about ready to come back in? Here he is. Let's add back in Locks. Locks, it's almost second half. You just changed your shirt, Locks.
I recall before Christmas in the few watch-alongs that we did, the only times I wore the blue home shirt for this year, we lost. So I thought at half-time when I was filling up my gin, I'm going to switch to the pink and it will bring us luck. So there we go.
Well, let's see. Have a great second half, you guys. Everybody who's watching, thanks for all your comments. Again, I'll say it. Please like, please share, wherever you're watching. Enjoy. Locks and Tom are going to take you through the second half. Come and join us at full time, whether that's at 45 minutes or extra time or penalties. Who knows where this one's going. But enjoy the game, lads.
Cheers, mate. Cheers. Thank you. There we go. So, yes. Maybe call me superstitious, Tom, but I just remembered we've got. Yeah, well, I've just moved out of that. I was in the Thailand home kit for this season, and I've changed to the Thailand Smiles of You I was in, and I've switched to the pink, last season's pink Leicester shirt, because I think we had some good games in that pink shirt last season, didn't we, Tom? Oh, I've lost you, Tom. Oh, no, we've lost Tom. We have lost Tom. When Tom's back, he will join. If you can hear me, Tom, we've lost you. Connection's gone. But the players are now coming back out onto the pitch. Leicester are already out there. No substitutes as of yet. Southampton are just walking out now or jogging out. So kickoff is just a minute away. Corey is here from the West Ham Way. Go check out the West Ham Way, everyone. Quality channel. They don't just, well, yeah, if you're a West Ham fan, I doubt you are if you're watching Leicester Fan TV, but if you are, head over to the West Ham Way, and even Leicester fans, head over there, because when we do play them next season, they'll have some content out. But best of luck, Locks, mate. Vardy needs to get something to kick him back into format. I can't believe he missed that in the first half. Vardy of 2 years ago would not have missed that. But yeah, sorry, just looking at the telly there. So cheers for that, Corey. Check out the West Ham Way, everyone. Derek, being the better team counts for little if you're not scoring. Spot on, mate. That's it. Yeah, absolutely agree. Tillemans needs a Red Bull. I think Vardy needs a Red Bull. And we'll just add Tom back in now because he is back. He's all connected and it's kicked off. Kicked off in the second half of the semi-final. Semi-final of the FA Cup. Leicester versus Southampton. Second half. Let's go. Come on, Leicester. Come on, Leicester. Keep getting your comments in, everyone. I will continue to get them up on screen throughout the game. Let us know, if something happens in the game, whether it's a foul or a goal kick or whatever. Let us know your comments on it. We'll get them on screen.
Again,
ball given away.
Tried to be clever. I mean, again, it was Tillemans trying to be clever, and there was no need to there. The ball round the corner, but it's a more difficult pass. Frustrating. What time are you on, mate? I'm on 45, 38, 39, 40.
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah, I've reset the box. That's why the internet started playing up, because obviously with Sky, you get boosted from your Sky box.
Yeah.
Ball up the line, Sainz will come over, headed it away. Perez wins it back to Pereira. Buck up the line, finds Vardy. Vardy can't find anyone. Again, the ball there for me. There was no need for that ball up the line. There was a simple 5-yard ball into the box. That's to win it back, though, for Ricardo Pereira. Again, Sainz plays him into trouble. Well played. Ricardo turns past his man, finds Perez. That's another late tackle, referee. That's more of a late tackle than the first half and should be a yellow card.
Hayden Whittle is here. It's going to be 3-1 Leicester, Hayden reckons. Hayden, how long have you had that as your profile picture? You've had that for months. Pick your team of the week. You've got 2 Leeds players, 4 Fulham players, West Ham, 4 Fulham. Bloody hell! What week was that? Probably the week they beat us. To be fair, when was it Fulham that beat us? Do you remember?
Yeah, we were talk about that one.
Hope Casper got his good gloves on. Shootout. Oh, I hope not, mate. I wouldn't be able to handle a shootout. I mean, this is definitely the biggest game that we've done on a watch long, Tom. It's very, it's a bit difficult, isn't it? You know, when you're sat on your sofa watching it, you can just like close your eyes, or
Farmer steps in,
keep getting beers.
Back down the line, John Eames will come over, take a touch, there goes down, free kick to Leicester.
They've given a throw in.
My God, referee, you surely got to see that he's been tripped. He's been tripped. You won't go down there for no reason. There's not even a nudge. He trips his foot. There's a trip. It's blatant trip there. Nothing given. Ball cross goes all the way from left to right for Southampton. Finds Armstrong back to Walker-Peters on this right-hand side. One-on-one Ricardo tries to find Armstrong again, but can't find him. Peters back to James Ward-Prowse. Doesn't go. Dummies it now to Ward-Prowse. Across the middle of the park. Nacho puts on the press now. Ball over the top. In behind. Sancho comes over. Misses the ball completely. This will be a yellow card every day of the week. He's absolutely clattered him.
You can't be giving Southampton set pieces from this area. Southampton look a lot more up for this, mate, than they were about 25 minutes ago.
Let's just see if he gets the ball. He gets nowhere. Oh, Sancho, I love you sometimes, mate, claiming that you'd won the ball. You get nowhere near the ball, kid. Oh, so, don't get me wrong, I don't think there was that much contact on Ward-Peters, but
Tails,
you can't go in.
friend of the channel, Luke from Tails. Check out Tails on YouTube. Finally poised for a Madders winner here. Hope you're good, boys. Cheers, pal. It would be.
I'll take it.
It would be on the front page of the Leicester Mercury tomorrow, wouldn't it? Bloody bad boy Madders secures the win, the final at bloody. Oh God, you can see it already. But yeah, more importantly, Southampton have a good chance here from a set piece. Ward-Prowse on the edge of the box.
Free kick, 49 minutes played. Already 4 minutes gone. Whipped into the box. Big header over the crossbar by Vesgard, but Ndidi was putting all the pressure on him.
I love this comment. It's just so, I don't know, simple. Leicester might win this because they won 9-0 before, about 2 years ago. Well, yeah, you're right. It was a year and a half ago. But yeah, I suppose. It's a good observation.
Give the ball away again. Leicester just can't get out of the half at the moment. Southampton are really, really squeezing us.
Yeah, I mean, who else on the bench? Madders, Albrighton, Hamza. Under. Is that about it attacking wise? Yeah.
Ward. Danny Ward. Might just put him up front with 10 to go, you know, no.
If we needed them, mate. If we needed them.
I still remember that game where they put David James up front for Man City when they needed to win to get into Europe against Middlesbrough. The ball into the box. Nacho goes past his man, goes down. Never a free kick, Nacho. You've got to get up there, kid. You can't go down that easy. Johnny Evans steps in again and wins the ball. Well played. Tillemans finds Perez. Little strag back. Go wide, Perez. Too much again, Isa. You've got to go wide quicker. Cassagna comes back inside of his man. The only option is to go backward. Fofana tries to go past the man. Lose the ball again. Should have gone simple. Should have gone backward and simple there for me. Leicester win the ball back. Tillemans come across the park. Now he goes across the park. Wilfred Ndidi chips it over to Ricardo Pereira. Back inside to Cags. Cags will drive forward. Leicester lose the ball again. Redmond picks the ball up. Well played. Fofana comes over, covers. Cags will then win it back. Fofana wins it back. Leicester have got to wake up.
Play it back. 5
minutes into second half. Southampton have literally squeezed the life out of this game at the moment with trying to let us out.
I'm seeing 5 subs as well, mate, in this tie.
I think it is 5 subs, mate, after a period.
We've made it 6,500 subscribers. That means we've had 35 new subscribers today. Much appreciated to everyone who subscribed. It's really appreciated by all of us at Leicester Fan TV. Much appreciated. Don't stop there though. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and join us for the next game, which will be on Thursday at 8 o'clock against West Bromwich Albion. But yeah, I just hope we don't panic here, mate. I really hope we don't panic. You know, as time goes on, sometimes you get players, you know, you get teams that do panic, you know, because I think the pressure's on us more than Southampton in this game, mate.
Of course it is.
Southampton are the underdogs in this tie.
I think when we talk about panicking, it's probably more things aren't working out than actual panic of what to do. It's just, you know, it's more like how are we going to get through Southampton? Well, we're 60 minutes in and it's not working. There we go. Again, tried it, ball down the line, we give the ball away. But that'll be the more concern from the players, that we're trying the passing game and it doesn't seem to be coming off. And how are we going to break this stubborn Southampton team down? The biggest thing for me is, though, this first, 7 minutes into the second half, is how much Southampton are pressing us. And at the moment, we don't seem to have a clue how to break through the press. It's we get the ball, we go around the side, go up the line, lose it, ball again, ball over the top. But for two centre halves as big as Vestergaard and Bentronic, is it, or
Bednarek
at the back? It's, you know,
oh no!
Ball in behind, Danny Ings-Fofana comes over and covers, and then chips it out for a throw. But
they
again,
can do damage, mate. They can. I don't care. Any Premier League team, right? Whether there's some that are better than others, you know.
Yeah, Danny Ings would have been offside, by the way, for that chance, mate, you went to.
Yeah. Whether some are better at it than others, any team in the Premier League, mate, they can really, you know, threaten on the counter attack. And I think that's always that worries me with Leicester, mate, because, you know, we do get caught on the counter quite often, don't we? We saw it in the West Brom game. In the West Ham game, should I say? Yeah, exactly, mate.
Yeah,
we give them the ball away too much, which then opens up to counters.
Kevin on screen there, Mark Kevin Albrighton, and for me, could be the game changer at the moment because he did it against West Ham last week, and could the Brendan Rodgers been thinking already? I need to bring Albrighton on to liven this up, because that's what Albrighton does. He livens everybody up, not just bringing him on. Does it? He brings everybody. Everybody raises their games for me when Albrighton's on that pitch by about 10%. Ball up the line, cleared.
We went from a 3 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10 performance in that West Ham game when he came on, mate. We were quality when he came on. We were 3-0 down and it finished 3-2. You know, that's it.
Would you take off Ricardo Pereira and?
I think you'd have to.
Oh, Leicester get the ball away again. Johnny Evans, beast of a centre half, steps in again at the back. Johnny Evans so far is probably up there for man of the match with how many intercepts he's made in this game. Leicester playing it out from the back again, though. Leicester getting closed down, and we're going into Johnny Evans, who's now going up the line, and we're looking for a ball over the top. But once again, bread and butter stuff for Southampton at the back two there for me. Leicester will get the ball back, ball up the line on the floor. That's what you want. Vardy turns his man down the left-hand side. He goes. He's looking up for Kelechi into the box. Vardy right, pull it back, pulls it back. Kelechi and Nacho. Nacho man. I want to be a Nacho
man. Nacho man. I want to
be a Nacho man. Yes, that's what we needed. We're playing a high ball over the top all game. Bread and butter, I've just said it. Bread and butter defending for Southampton. The first time we get the ball round the corner, Vardy to get in behind, he glides past his man for fun. Boy, the ball, Johnny Evans wins it, 5 Perez. Ricardo Pereira on the floor. Vardy drops his shoulder down the left-hand side, flies down the left. Southampton getting no near him, pulls the ball back, collects his shot, deflected back to Kelechi on his left foot, composes himself and slots it into the bottom corner. And in this FA Cup semi-final, after 55 minutes, it's Leicester City 1, Southampton 0.
There was talk, there's rumours, there was gossip going around that, you know, there wouldn't be much emotion from the fans that were present at Wembley today. But I love to see that there was plenty passion there from the people supporting Leicester at Wembley there. But yeah, hey, it's the pink. But yeah, it took 10 minutes after we changed. Yeah, and you were in Thailand as well. But yeah, no, good. I mean, yeah, Vardy, mate, bombing down that wing. Like we said, oh, Shea Adams warming up here,
but
Tom.
what did I say? We've been hitting the ball long all game, and I'll say again, it's bread and butter defending for two defenders like that. You know, two big centre halves are just going to eat it up for fun. Put it on my head, put it on my chest. I'm not bothered. Vardy, I will out-jump Vardy every day, and Iheanacho. Put it on the floor, and in a running race, you saw what happened. In a running race, they could not cope with Vardy's pace. And look, again, people say about Vardy being dropped. Well, he's just put another assist in for Iheanacho there. And that's Iheanacho's 15th goal of the season in all competitions. What a season he's having. What a season. Oh, Vardy's taken a knock there again. Kicked in his shin. Looks like Chad Evans will come on. Chad Evans will come on for
here we go,
Southampton.
Redmond.
Ball into the box. Redmond runs at the Leicester defence. Pulls it to Gineppo. Clipped it back.
Penalty.
No way. No chance. No chance. Hands by his side, referee. Behave, Gineppo. Behave. Go back to your barbers.
No.
It's ball hands by his side. If that's giving us a pen, I'm turning my screen off. I'm going home. Football is gone. If that's giving us a penalty,
going home.
I'm going home.
Out the shed.
I'm going out the stadium. I'm going out the stadium, mate. I'm exiting that way. Sorry.
But someone made a good point, mate. Shea Adams, former, he's a Leicester boy. He played for Highfields Rangers, I believe. I think that's what they're called. Highfields Rangers. I think he grew up in Wigston or something like that. But
off will go Redmond. Will go off for them. So the pace has gone a little bit for them, but they have brought a very good striker on who can score goals. We got left half an hour to go in this. Just coming up to half an hour to go, and it's going to be squeaky bum time for the next half an hour. 58 minutes on the clock. Ward-Prowse to take a corner kick. Ball swinging by Ward-Prowse, puts his hand up, swinging in straight into box, right-footed towards the near post. Casper comes out and punches it. Good punch by Casper Schmeichel. Goes towards the left-hand side. Perez will come over. Can't win anything. Armstrong to take the throw. Ball taken early. Finds Walker Peters. Come back into the middle of the park. Gineppo clips the ball in. Headed away by Johnny Evans. What a performance from Johnny so far. Gineppo takes a shot. Well, he's taken a shot and it's flung towards the corner flag, but it'll stay in. Well played. Well battled, Perez. Should be a throw to Leicester, but don't get it. Given the other way. Definitely came off the Southampton player. Well played again by Perez, who wins another throw against Southampton. Leicester will make their first change as well at the same time, and on will come Sharkey. Albrighton will come onto this pitch, and I think it's what they needed. I needed a bit of liveliness, someone to do the hassling. I think Ricardo Pereira will be the man to make way. Yeah, Ricardo will make way. It's not been his finest game today, and I think he's struggled beyond you down the left-hand side. He helped in the goal, though, because he played the ball around the corner for Vardy, but this will be the point in the game where I think they know they need to change things up. Albrighton will come on to the right wing back. Cassani will go to left wing back, and that will just give Leicester that bit of oomph they probably need in this game. Don't want to lose someone like Ricardo, but I've just not had his game today. Helped in the goal, as I said, but been a very bit disappointed with his passing and all-round performance today for me. And I think Albrighton coming over onto this right wing back role and Cassani going to left will just probably help the balance of the team more now.
Yeah. And he'll help against the press as well, of course, won't he?
So Redmond came on, gone off, and Adams is on for Southampton up front.
NHS stands for Nacho Hot Shot.
Oh, brilliant. Leicester press high. Tillemans wins the ball, finds Vardy, looks for Albrighton already. Can't find him, but it was good play by Tillemans there.
Albrighton chant. I think the only Albrighton chant is the Mark Albrighton. That's the only one, I think. That's the only one I'm aware of.
Loses the ball, Tillemans. He was looking for the free kick as he does. Plays into Chad Evans. Shoots, deflected back by Johnny Evans, who's long shot comes in over the crossbar.
Good response from Southampton, though, mate. Good response.
Yeah, they've had the corner and then they've had that shot now. I'd say for me that Tillerman's there, got to do better. He was waiting for that to come in like we've seen him doing before. And if you get it wrong, that's what happens. You give the ball away. But once again, can I say Johnny Evans with another big block. He's up there for man of the match so far.
Come on,
Johnny
Leicester.
Evans. He's been an absolute leader on that pitch today.
Yep.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Coke Zero's a bit fizzy, I think. Ball
Here
into
we
the
go,
box.
Danny
Let's give
Ings.
away. Danny Ings goes round his man, tries to back heel, and Casper Michael will pick it up. Leicester got lucky there.
We
Very
need to
lucky.
switch on. We need to switch on.
Danny Ings with a clever ball, tried to flick. Oh, Iheanacho wins the header. We can't get it into Vardy's path. Leicester went for the early long ball there, and we haven't done that much this game.
Oh my God! Paul says his parrot sings "Nacho, Nacho, man." Please get us a video.
Yes.
You have to. If that's true, Paul. Oh my gosh! Please get us that video. Send it. Go onto Facebook, Leicester Fan TV on Facebook. Message and send it through. Let me know when it's in there, and I'll get that posted everywhere, mate. That'd be much appreciated.
Yeah,
We'll have to get that for a goal celebration graphic,
oh,
mate.
That'd be brilliant.
Please do it.
And straight away, Albrighton slots back in. You know, there's no looking around. He knows what his job, and he's back into the right wing back role. He's back into the system straight away. Thursday night we play. I thought it was Monday. Sorry,
no,
yeah,
Thursday, West Brom.
Thursday, then Monday against Palace.
Gineppo looks lively, mate. Gineppo looks lively.
Yeah, he's a good little player. Just probably hit and miss. That's been his biggest problem. I think. Speaking to Southampton fans, they've all said the same with Gineppo. He can be absolutely a world beater, but then he also can have a game where you think, what are we signing for? Where's this lad come from? Throw halfway in the 18-yard line in the Leicester half, ball thrown into the box, looking for Danny Ings, and a big header away by Johnny Evans. Walter Peters takes the shot, deflected up, headed away by Johnny Evans, falls to Armstrong, clips it back, edge of the area, shoots, and wide of the post. But that was very, very, very close to going.
We need to switch on. We need to switch on now.
Very good response, as Loxer just said, from Southampton. Ball was clipped in, deflected up, headed away again by Johnny Evans, clipped in again by Armstrong, headed away by Ndidi, fell to the box over the crossbar. But
it's a goal if it's on target.
Oh, well, what we're talking, a foot left and foot down, a foot down and a foot right, and it's in the back of the net, mate.
Please send us this video. Apparently he sings Nacho Nacho Man and Jamie Vardy's having a party. Send the videos through Leicester Fan TV on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, whichever way, and it'd be much appreciated.
Ball over the top. Johnny Evans will come out, cover back to Casper Schmeichel. Take a touch, Casper. Back to Johnny Evans. Back to Scientu. Well played. Cool and calm from the experienced head there. Oh, Cassagna. Got to be careful there, mate. Madison's looks like he's had his warm-up, and it looks like he's had his instruction with 25 minutes of this game to go that he will be entering the pitch probably within the next 5 minutes.
Who for, mate? Perez?
I think Iosi will go off, mate.
Or Nacho? Or Vardy?
You got this feeling Vardy could be the one that goes today, mate. You just feel like at the moment, pulling behind the ball's there. Oh, Albrighton looks at the ball. Oh, too straight. Just too much straight from Albrighton there. Got to get back now, boys, because this is where Southampton want us out of position, and we are out of position at the moment. That's it. Well played, Nacho. Turns his man. Leicester win the ball back and send Southampton all the way back. Well done, Leicester. That's what you've got to do. Get the press now on the other foot. Got to start sending Southampton back the other way. That's the only way you're going to keep them quiet for me. Ball down the line. Well played. Cassagna steps in straight away and put the block on.
It's a tough one, isn't it, mate? It's a tough one. Who comes off for Madison?
The likely one will be Perez for me. I don't think he's just done that enough like he did in the Sheffield United game, and he did. Well played. Perez wins the ball back as I speak about him. Nacho back to Perez down the left-hand side. Take a simple ball. That's the simple ball back.
Perez went in late on Perez there. Someone did.
We did go in late on Perez.
What we on? 65 minutes. 25 minutes left still. It's a long time in football.
Perez takes his man at wins a throw. Well played, Perez. That's what we were just talking about coming off. There's my mate Rob, the kit man.
You know him, do you?
I know Rob, yeah. Rob's been around Leicester City for many years. He was at the Megasaw from a tiny little boy, and then eventually he got the opportunity to go and be assistant kitman and work with Macca, who's a legend.
Yes,
And
I've seen that.
Macca's a legend. I've met Macca on numerous occasions and been to see games where he's been at as well. Ball up the line. Albrighton sends the ball back again. Southampton have to go back, and Fraser Foster has one option, that's to go long. And Leicester want that. Leicester want them to go long every time. Sanya sweeps it back, goes all the way back to Casper. He'll pick the ball up. Danny Ings goes to ground again. Get up, Danny. Get up, mate. I'm bored.
What's he playing at? What's he playing? He doesn't. He's a good player. He doesn't need to be doing this. Let's have a look at that.
So Casper, Sancho just come over and give him a little nudge. But he's not getting near the ball, mate. He's getting nowhere near the ball.
He's just letting him know he's there.
Of course he is. Well played, Perez. Turns his man and goes back. Simple ball. That's what we need to do now. Madison comes down the step behind Brendan Robsers and gets his final instructions off Mike Stow. Leicester keep the ball. And this is what they've got to do now. They've got to tie Southampton, but pass this ball around.
This game needs to end. I only got 2 beers left. Let it last. Let it last.
Let's keep them for celebration.
Lovely play there.
Ball around the corner. Cassagna, there's the ball. Look, it was the ball, but had to go earlier. Leicester now need to get themselves back into shape. The high press was there, and go again. Another press. Keep the ball. Keep the ball. Only one ball, and that's the one there. It goes. It was always obvious where it was going. It was going toward Prowse, the middle of the park, and Leicester let it happen. The only person who could come in there was Kevin Albrighton and
Kevin.
Oh, he must hate that day.
It's getting dark. Sorry if I'm getting darker and darker by the minute over here. I haven't got my light on. Well, I have, but not my proper. If it goes penalties, it'll be pitch black. It will just be like all you'll see is Wembley Stadium. You won't see me in the
torch.
Yeah.
Ball goes down. Nacho, it's a free kick. Silly by Nacho. Don't need to come in there for me, and it'll be Ward-Prowse will probably Ward-Prowse will be looking at this. Thinks we've got an opportunity, and he'll call the subs, and off will come
Perez.
Perez will come off. We say it'd be the natural option, and on will come Madison. Well played. How have they got tickets? I know 2 of them, and 2 of them people in that crowd are from Leicester.
Controversial.
I know 2 of them. That girl was on the screen from Leicester.
How did the FA Cup work out?
It was supposed to be given to NHS workers and people around Wembley area alone. So how have people managed to get tickets? The only way they have is because they know people in that area, or the club have given certain tickets to certain members of the club, and they've then passed them out to spectators. Because Chloe is from Leicester, and I know Chloe, and there's no way she would have. She's not in the Wembley area postcode. So
Tom's name shape.
I'm just saying. But there was another lad on there, I can't think of his name, but he's another one who goes to Leicester home away. Ball down the right, Albrighton, 3-on-4 at the moment. Kevin goes down, slows down now a little bit. Southampton got the feet back, goes to Vardy's feet. Vardy takes it past his man, comes back to Tillemans, who'll switch it to the left now.
Slows the play down.
Goes a bit far, slows it down, and poor pass by Tillemans to find Diddy. Down the line, finds Nacho. Nacho go back to Cassagna, goes inside. Madison gets his first touch of the ball. Back to Nacho, back to Madison. Madison looks very springy at the moment. You can see he's got a point to prove, I'd say, at the moment. Cassagna, go back. Madison gets close down, skips past his man, goes down, free kick to Leicester. Well played. That's better, Madison. Where are these people coming from? Boo, Leicester.
Madison, the Panto villain. No for Perez, the Panto.
Madison to take his free kick. 20 minutes to go in this game.
Come on, Leicester. Madison will take this set piece. He'll be thinking, hey, have some of this, Ward-Prowse.
Be interesting to see how they do if they get to Wembley, the tickets.
Yes.
And I hope that the FA forget corporate this year. If they're only allowed 10,000 each, there should be no corporate in the ground. Poor for Madison.
Yeah.
Poor Madison. Whips it straight over the crossbar. Not even worth a goal there for me. It was too far out, too far wide.
I mean, they're just showing Nacho's goal, mate, and I've seen a few comments saying the first shot was poor, but it's not about that, mate. It's about the reflexes and you know, to react, the reactions, to just react to that. Obviously, you know, the first shot wasn't great. Comes back to him and he puts the second one away. That's all that matters, isn't it?
He got 3 players in front of him. It was always going to be a chance he's going to get a block there, and he's reacted really well, quick feet to get the second shot away. And you know what? Sometimes it isn't about the first shot; it is the second shot that counts. And Fofana's gone down here. What's happened to him? He looks like he's taken a sore one in the ribs. But obviously, poor cam work for BT, because we can see what happened there. They've just gone to Fofana laying on the floor.
Oof. Sore one, elbow to the ribs. That's a good thing about being fat, mate. You've got a lot of protection around the ribs, haven't you?
Exactly. No wrong with that,
mate. Will Holloway's here. Come on, we can do this. Let's make it 2-0. I think 2-0, mate, would be beautiful right now. It means I don't need to stress and having to keep looking at the telly every time I see something move. 2 goals would be brilliant. Oh my God, what are all these people doing? You are blocked. Vaughan says, come on, Madders, you can do it, lad. Theo Walcott is now on for Southampton. He's got a good record against Leicester, Tom. Theo Walcott.
Drink your gin.
He's got a good record against us in the Premier League, not in the FA Cup, so that's all that matters, eh?
Andy Meadows, Tom. Grass. I'm not a grass. I'm frustrated.
What was her name again? Emily? No, what was it?
Jude. Yeah, I'm more frustrated, mate, because there's so many people who want to go to these games, and it just bugs me that, again, obviously someone's got tickets somehow. I just get annoyed because I'd love to be there today. I was gutted out to do this on today, and that's not, again, I enjoy the watch long, but I'd rather have been there and done a live, you know, for the fans outside the ground with Locks and Phil and, you know, had the team together doing something today. Sitting and watching it on the telly.
Hey, we'd be live at full time, and Tom and Phil would be having to drag me out of the pub. Fucking, sorry, I just knocked out, passed out. Yeah, sorry for swearing. We apologise, and you know.
Didn't you do that yesterday on the train?
Oh, mate, don't. If anyone was in Loughborough yesterday and saw me at either Champs, the GB, or the boat, I apologise for what you saw. I got on the train, mate, and you know what? I find it fun walking from the back to the front of the train whilst it's moving. It's only a 9-minute journey from Loughborough to Leicester. Handball ref, lovely. So I just like take a slow walk. When you've had a few beers, mate, walking from the back of the train to the front, back to front, slowly making your way through first class as well, and getting people look at you like, you shouldn't be in first class. I'm like.
Jono's asked a good question. What's your thought on Yuri today? He's been hit and miss. He's done all right bits. We saw that with a through ball for Vardy, what he can offer you when you haven't got someone like Maddison on the pitch to create it. But he's not been at the races, if I'm honest with you. His passing hasn't been as slick as we normally see it. But if we're honest, you can't really say that about any Leicester player having a slick passing movement today. It's been very get the ball, pass, and then we give it away by trying to overcomplicate down the line. Again, overcomplicating it. Ball out, throw to Southampton. You know, for me there, foot on the ball, 5-yard pass, build from the back. They're what Brendan wants us to do. Locks becomes Smoky Joe. Ball to Maddison, back to Casania, back to Maddison, turns around his corner.
Oh.
Nacho takes off his foot, finds Casania. Albrine's at the back post.
Oh.
Goes down, free kick to Leicester.
Go on, redeem yourself, Madders. Redeem yourself.
I'm not sure what Nacho was doing there for year because Maddison was lining up a shot, and Ian Nacho took it off his feet.
It's probably a bit of miscommunication with not playing together for a few weeks as well, isn't it, mate? Natasha is here. Come on, you foxes, you can do this. Ian Nacho, Love Heart, says Victor. Come on, just one more goal. When Yuri plays well today, he's not in it.
I agree. I think when Yuri doesn't play well, we don't tick as smoothly. And I think today all the players have overdone it. Albright take this free kick to whip it in towards the back post. Oh, headed up, Johnny Evans, cleared into the air. Ball come down, Albright won't get it. Ward-Prowse will hoof it long. Ball going up, Casania will come back, being covered though by Danny Ings. Well played, Casania. Comes back, under pressure from Danny Ings and flicks it out for a throw. Could have been tried to be clever or anything, but no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to flick it out. They can have the ball. Let's reset. Let's just put it away, though. If the Southampton player missed this header, Johnny Evans is coming in with a bullet of a header who was behind him. You saw the look on his face like, this is mine. And again,
Yeah.
Johnny Evans steps into play. Tillemans finds Fofana down the right-hand side. Has to come back. Simple ball. Tillemans. Ball over the top. Can't find Mark Albright, but Ian Acho will. Ian Acho will go past his man. Ian Acho, there's the run. Play Maddison. He has done. Maddison over the crossbar. Well played, Ian Acho. Skin two men. Plays in Maddison and over the crossbar. And Brendan Rodgers had just said it as well. Well played, Natch. Ball headed up the line.
His man. He sells his man.
Oh, he does it. I mean, he cuts inside, drags it the other way, lays in Maddison because Vardy's taken 2 runners. Well played, Jamie Vardy, by the way. So he pulled both Southamptons out of the way on his weaker foot and over the crossbar it sails.
He would have wanted that, wouldn't he, Maddison, eh? All I'm seeing is a Maddison goal and either a golf swing or
a putting motion.
that or a shush.
Someone run to the corner flag and lift it up so he can put it in.
Did you see the Pez, the Pro Evolution Soccer videos, Joe?
No, that was class.
Funny that.
Well played, Vestergaard.
Spray.
Skips past his man and spreads it from left to right and finds Walker Peters. Cuts inside again and ball towards the back post. Head away by Fofana. Big header.
Still got it, Southampton.
Danny Ings, edge of the area. Clips again. Well played, Cassani. Read it. Maddison, edge of the box. Don't get clever, Maddison. Try to be clever. 5-yard ball there. 5-yard ball. It's all he's got to do is a 5-yard ball, and we tried to be clever, Mads. I know we talked about you creating things, but it's time and there's place. Ball down the line, Vardy in behind, down the left-hand side. Into the box he comes. He's got no one with him. He's got to do it all himself. He can't. He gets pulled back. Didn't have anyone around him to support. The only person in the box at the time was Mark Albrighton, and he was being man-marked. Leicester go across the pitch, centre of the pitch. And did he? Find Fofana. What a ball by Ian Acho though to find Vardy. He'd given the give and go and he got it back, but he
Back
just
to Schmeichel.
didn't have too much of the angle. Leicester gone all the way back now with 78 minutes this game gone, and it's still 1-0 to Leicester.
Do you think Maddison's trying to go for glory here, mate? Do you think he's trying to redeem himself a bit too much? I don't know if I'm being a bit harsh here, mate, but
I mean,
a couple things now, with a free kick and then that as well.
Ball over the top looking for Ian Acho, headed away. Tillemans picks it up, finds Albrighton with the first timer. Albrighton into Nacho, into Maddison. Have a shot. He does. Oh, he goes wide of the post. That was closer. That was closer from Maddison. That was close.
Post. Went wide of the post.
Ball inside. Nacho plays it to Maddison. Maddison bends it away to the goalkeeper. Oh, it's close, mate.
For me, he's got to hit the target, mate.
Forster ain't getting near it, mate. It's so close. We're talking 2 foot maximum. He should have done better, but I'm saying it's still a hell of an effort to bend it away from the goalkeeper. Leicester start play out for the back again. We'll play Castanio, picks it up on the left-hand side. Ball over the top again.
It was a bit like with the Perez thing at the start of the game, mate. I would personally, and I know everyone's each their own. Personally, I'd rather the player hit the target and make the goalkeeper have to do something than go for the ambitious and curling it in in the top corner, but it going wide. I much prefer giving the keeper something to worry about.
Leicester win the ball into the box. Nacho, he's got no one with him though. Takes a foot, pulls it back. Oh, Southampton just managed to get it up in the air. Headed away by Vestergaard. Ward-Prowse will get closed down by Ndidi and it will get clear for a throw to Leicester. Leicester are just starting to turn the screw now for me. Southampton had, after the goal, what was scored on the 55th minute by Nacho, probably had 10 minutes of all Southampton and Leicester couldn't get out their half. But since the introduction of Albrighton, Leicester have just started turning the screw nicely now. And the last 5 minutes have been Leicester. Nacho again, edge of the area, goes down. Referee says the ball was won. Let Southampton go from to the right to left back. Albrighton comes over close again. He's smashed in his gut. Go out for a throw. Well played, Albrighton once again. The work rate there to close the ball down. Maddison, he is, mate. I'll be honest now, he is. the pass, the one way, you know, 18 on the edge of the own box, mate, and you do pass the man, and there's a 5-yard ball for it. Long ball over top will run out for a goal kick. Yeah, you know, he skins his man, goes past his man, just look for the 5-yard pass there, and he's looking for the Hollywood ball over the top. No need for it there, mate. There's no need for it at all. So, yeah, he's trying to make an impression for me today.
I agree, mate. I think he wants to redeem himself, doesn't he?
Leicester, as they go to Rodgers and Stahl and his assistant. I can't think of his name now. He's gone out my head.
Who?
Brenda's assistant manager.
Is it Chris Davis?
Chris Davis, thanks, mate. Had a little chat with Starley and probably thinking what they need to do next with 9 minutes of this FA Cup semi-final to go, and Leicester on course at the moment to go through to play blue on blue. But still 9 minutes and a long way to go in this FA Cup card with it only be a goal lead. Schmeichel smashed it long. Albrighton will win this. Looks at Vardy. Vardy made the run. It just couldn't find him with the header because it was going to him first time. Danny headed up in the air and Diddy tries to win it. Falls to Cags. To Sanya, back to Cags. Back to Schmeichel. Chips it out wide. Cassagna. Go back to inside now. Inside. That's the ball. Tillemans. Back to Cassagna. Ball up the line. Runs out of play.
I'm trying to add some light to the room. Hold on. There we go. I think that's a bit. Is that a bit better?
A little bit.
Oh, wait, no, because now there's just. Oh God.
Phantom of the Opera, is it? Ball, Vestergaard. And then, Nacho's gone down here. Oh, that didn't look good. Nacho goes down. Bit of knockers there. Nacho closed down Vestergaard, and I think as he closes down, he's taken a kick to the knee off Vestergaard as he's closed him down. That's all I can think it is, because it just seemed it. Nacho closes down. Yeah, I think Vestergaard might have just caught him on the kneecap with a stud. A bit of sore one as well. Yeah, he's bleeding.
But I know it sounds really insensitive, but I'm just with the injuries we've had recently with the ACL and all that, mate. I'm just glad I'm glad they're impact injuries, you know,
yes,
not
injuries.
muscle or
Maddison.
ligament.
Sorry, mate. Maddison looks at Vardy. Vardy, me right. Takes a pass in, man. He gets forced wide. Hadn't got a shot, mate. 2 defenders have pulled onto Vardy straight away. Offside anyway, mate. Sorry for interrupting there, mate. I thought the Vards was going to get stuck. Be interesting to see. Albright back to Maddison. Vardy makes a run. Yeah, he's offside. Not in close. It isn't a toe now.
Who's this coming on for Southampton? A youngster, is it? Or
yeah, Tala. Tala will come on for Walters Peters with 6 minutes of this game plus injury time to go. Oh, now Andrew Medhurst, that's my kind of drink. Nice bit of ice.
Jameson's.
Nice bit of ice in the bottom. Oh, straight on the rocks.
Who's your man of the match today, pal?
Oh, mate, there's head and shoulders, mate, above the rest so far, and that's Johnny Evans at the back, mate. Interceptions, defensive blocks, headers, everything today from Johnny Evans. A monster of a performance from the centre-back for me. Not many people got near him. I think most people will probably be in a 6, 7 out of 10 today. I don't think there's but Johnny's probably up there 9. He's led the line well for the back 3 today. And it is a young back line if you think about it. Again, Johnny, no mucking around there, gets it up, smashes it away. He ain't mucking around. I'm 3 whiskies and a Coke. 2 cubes with Jameson's. Oh, Jono. 2 cubes. Exact. I like it. Only 2. Not 1. 2 cubes. Ball up the line. Headed away by Fofana, who's had a good game himself today. But at the moment, his centre-back partner for me, Johnny Evans, has been insane at the back. But we all know what will happen. It will be probably Nacho who gets BT man of the match. Wilcock kicks it out so it doesn't go for a goal kick. Throw to Leicester. I think Johnny's struggling for Morshy, mate. He's just been holding his leg.
Johnny?
Yeah, just gone down there. Not gone down, but he was bending over and looked a bit stiff.
Still my man of the match, mate.
Oh, mate. Like I said, I think everyone's been 6s, 7s. Johnny's been up 9, 10, mate. At least a 9 for me, mate. He's been absolutely brilliant today at the back. 4 minutes to go as the time clocks down, and Leicester are that close. So close, but we also know how quickly things can change in football.
Fofana, mate. Someone's put Fofana, FA Cup W. He's looked as cool as he can be. Played very well.
That point there, mate, is spot on by Chris. We missed Cags versus Man City and West Ham.
Yeah.
The desire, the hunger to get the ball and drive out from the back from Cags is massive why this team clicks as well, because he wants to run forward. Ball down the line. Cags will come over and get this one. Little step. Well played, Cag. Go down. Goal kick to Leicester.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, look, I haven't got any problems with Amati. I think he's good. He's a good backup. It's just when you are playing teams like Man City and West Ham who are having a great season, it's difficult. It's difficult.
Look, Daniel Amati can have games where you think you see what there's some talent in there.
Yeah.
Can't just say though, the first shot that Nacho head was headed wide of the goal by the looks of it, and it rebounded straight back to his foot. He waiting on target. So I can question why some fans were saying, well, his first shot was poor. Yeah, I completely accept that now. I didn't see that angle. I'd only seen ones of it going in. But, yeah, Daniel Amati on his day can have, I've said it earlier, can have a moment of madness. His passing can be awkward and his first touch can be awkward as well. But on his days, also, like we saw against Manchester City away in that 5-2 win, he was a beast at the back. He didn't let anything past him. He did the defending side of it well. Good header by Johnny Evans.
Good header by Cassano. 3.5 minutes of normal time.
3.5 minutes. Fofana gets the ball, goes up the line to Albrighton. Albrighton skips past his man, comes back inside, chips it over the top. Can't find Nacho. Leicester got to settle down now, boys. Southampton just started to come back into this game this last 5 minutes and pushing forward more. Leicester try and break the line. Well played. Cag steps in. Johnny Evans plays it out. Finds Maddison. Maddison come wide, kid. There's the ball. Finds it to Albrighton. Right hand side. He'll take his time. Well played, Kevin. Take a touch. Tinnemans. There's the switch. That's better, Leicester. Move Southampton round the park now. Make them get tired. Make them do the running. Cags goes back.
I think Nacho meant to hit Vestergaard, and he is 3 steps ahead of Messi. Johnny Evans says Jamie Vardy. How much has he helped Fofana and Soyuncu? Yeah, it was like with Maguire. He helped Maguire. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Steps inside, looks at the ball, finds Vardy. Vardy jumps over it, can't get it. He was looking for Maddison with a reverse ball by the flick, but
there's 1 minute 20 left of normal time, and then there'll be added time, which I don't see there being a lot of. Maybe 3 or 4 minutes, Tom. Yeah.
Fofana jumps up, wins the ball. Dan wins the ball again. Tillemans throw to Leicester. It's got to be a throw to Leicester. Man of the match. There we go. Nacho gets man of the match. I love it. He's not done much all day. He's got the goal, fair play, and he'll go down a hero for getting the goal in the semi-final. But for me, Johnny Evans has been beast at the back today. I don't get the who gives the BT out. It's got to be McManaman also because it's awful punditry there. Ball up the line. Johnny Evans again heads the ball away in the right place. Managed to take a touch. Can't find Vardy. If he finds Vardy, Leicester are through there. Better touch from Maddison, and Leicester are literally well played. Cassano wins the ball. Wins it back again. Wins it for a third time. Lose it now. The desire for Cassano. He's probably up there with man of the match for Monchi. He's had a brilliant game. Well played, Mads. Wins a throw. Tried to be clever, but got out of the area there.
Hey, Luke, I'm the same, mate. I don't know if you keep seeing me. I'm like, it could be worse, eh? We could be 0-0 and it'd be at this stage. That would be 10 times worse.
Sky have the same man of the match system of when you're playing FIFA.
Well, it's not quite Sky, it's BT, but yeah, it's the same thing. 4 minutes at a time in the Emirates FA Cup semi-final. The winner of this match, of course, plays Chelsea in the final. 2 players down here for Leicester. Jamie Vardy is down and Castagne's on his knees also.
So Vardy got the ball into his feet.
Oh, naughty.
Saw one the ankle. Vestergaard again's gone through it. Not Vestergaard. No, it's not Vestergaard. It's Bednarek's gone through him there on the touchline. Naughty tackle there. Yellow carded, as rightly so there. Again, you've seen them go for red cards nowadays if you go over the ball and miss it on the shin. Vardy's up there, mate. He's tougher than that, and he'll be not want to go off with into the injury time. 4 minutes will go into injury time because Cags will chip one over the top for you. Nacho takes a touch. Too clever there, Natch. Wins the ball back. Well played. Nacho tried it back here to find Madison. He didn't need to there, mate. Simple ball.
Come on, Leicester.
Cassagna clips it in. Nacho skips past his man into the box. Nacho, deflected back to me. Well played, Tillemans. Wins the ball back.
Oh, I lost it again. Come on, get in there. Get in, stuck in.
Ball.
Did he? We'll take the goal kick. We'll take the goal kick, Tom. We'll take it. We'll take the goal kick. There's
I've got an ice cold can of Strongbow dark fruits in this fridge. He's not opening until that final whistle.
2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes left of this FA Cup. We're 2.5 minutes of added time. What we will do. Oh, he's not in just yet. Oh, a bit late there.
Vardy's giving it some back at that point.
Yeah.
Don't get yourself off, Vardy. I know you're annoyed because you've been clattered a few times, but let's not get that anger. We've seen it before.
Come on, Leicester. We've kept a clean sheet for 93 minutes or 92 minutes. You can keep a clean sheet for 2 more.
Ball hoofed up the pitch. Johnny Evans is calling it already. Falls to Schmeichel. Go down onto your knees, onto the floor, Caspering. Let's claim another 30 seconds of time. Lombard up with Ward-Prowse. Johnny Evans already coming under it. Fofana gets up and heads it, and it comes off Vestergaard straight into the hands of Casper.
Come on, lads. Brendan getting angry here. What's Brendan? Yeah, Brendan's getting angry. Animated. We love to see it. We love to see it.
I think Leicester just kicked the ball long there, and I think Brendan's saying, no, carry on playing football, stop mucking around.
Close the space.
Tillemans finds Albrighton down the right-hand side. Again, there's
90 seconds. 90 seconds of football left here.
Oh, Brighton. Lovely little step over. Gets a throw.
80 seconds of football. 80 seconds of football. Wembley, here we come. We're already at Wembley. And we're bloody going to the final.
Not getting carried away. We've got 1 minute to go of injury time. 93 minutes have been played. 1 minute to go. Come on, boys. It's so close. So close. Ball down the line. Looking for Albrighton from Mansfield. Run to the corner flag. Keep them penned in. It's got to go back. Go back. Referee, where's he taking that throw from? Referee, where's he taking the throw from? That's embarrassing. He's taken that from 15 yards higher up the pitch than he should have done. And the referee's not stopped the game. Well, he might as well let it take it on our 18-yard line, referee, if I'm honest with you. Again, that was 10 yards back, and he's taking it further up. Johnny Evans straight through the back of Vestergaard. Halfway line.
20 seconds of football left. 20 seconds of football.
Johnny Evans, another
free kick.
Header. Free kick given. 15 seconds to go.
This should be the last kick of the game. Well, the last play of the game. Southampton have got everyone forward. I think the goalkeeper's running up as well. He is. Fraser Forster, Ward-Prowse, just inside our
94
half.
ticks over. 94 has finished. The game is into now extra time of extra time. This will be the last kick. If the referee was honest, he should have blown it already. Ward-Prowse take the free kick. It's whipped in towards the back post, straight into Casper. Get the ball.
Come on,
go,
Leicester.
do not muck around now, boys. You do not need to go for the game.
Yes! Get in there, you beauty!
Get in there.
Get
Leicester
in there!
City are going back to Wembley. They will face Chelsea in the final, an all Blues final. Oh, yes.
Come on!
Oh. Nacho Man has scored. Nacho Man has scored.
Hold on,
again
I
in
did
the cup.
predict this the other day. I did a video for Phil or Jamie, I can't remember who it was, and I said this Sunday we'll be sat here singing Nacho Man. I wanna be a Nacho Man.
Now we can get on the old cans.
Vardy's down, laid down, absolutely knackered.
Boys.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Cheers all.
Absolutely unbelievable.
So Leicester City have beaten Southampton 1-0 at Wembley in the semi-final of the FA Cup. The final, Jamie, do you know the date?
May the 15th.
May the 15th, Leicester City will face Chelsea in in the FA Cup final. What a game. Well, it wasn't a great game. It wasn't the best of games, but
it's not a classic.
It's not a classic, as Jono said a moment ago. But
We
as
will not be
as you
selling it
all
on
know,
DVDs.
yeah, with all your comments coming in, I mean, I'll get them on screen. Ellis, come on, you boys. Carlos, final of the FA Cup buzzing. Maz says brilliant. That is it. We are in the final, and let's head over to Phil for the post-match reaction. Here he is.
Whoa, thanks, guys. We've actually done it. We've actually got to an FA Cup final. Jamie, rub it.
I've rubbed it. The genie came out. The genie came out.
Jamie will be selling the DVDs of this game.
Mwah. Oh, how much? Oh, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. It really is. Fifth time now. It's got to be fifth time lucky, surely. It's got to be fifth time lucky. 49, 61, 63, 69. It's got to be our year. 21 has got to be our year. We can beat Chelsea. Yes, Rick.
Oh, what a game. I mean, to be fair, chaps, I mean, Tom, it wasn't necessarily the most exciting game, but Leicester were clearly, Tom, we were the better side there, without a shadow of doubt.
Oh, we had the better chances, mate. He said it in the first half. Flying Vardy probably scores his one-on-one at the moment. Maddison at the end there, Nacho does his skill and lays him in. He should have scored and done better. We had the chances to kill this game off, mate. Plenty of chances. Look, Southampton caused us problems in certain areas, but look, we're through. And for me, I'm not even going to say now. I'm going to call my man of the match and say early that Johnny Evans, what a monster of performance from him at the back. I'm not having in this. The BT Sports man of the match was Nacho. He scored the goal, but Johnny Evans led the line, led that back 5 and 3 at times superbly today and was an absolute monster. He wants that medal. And you could tell, likes of Vardy, Matt Casper, Johnny Evans, who probably won't get many opportunities now to get to an FA Cup final, wanted this today desperately.
Yeah, absolutely right. Listen, let's get as many comments in, as many views. I've put the link in there if you want to come in. Raj says we can win it finally. Will says get in, you beauty. Chris is who gives a crap if it was exciting. We're in a final. I've just removed those slight swear words. I think we can forgive him for getting very excited and me for not reading it properly. Scott says we've got to play better than that to beat Chelsea in the final. Passing not great, but what a result. Come on, Scott, we've got to a final. You've got to be a little bit more upbeat than that. It's our destiny this season, says Anthony. I'm going to get as many people in as possible. It's going mental, as you can imagine. So, Locks and Tom, are you sticking around?
No, I was just going to, I'm off, but I was just going to say thanks to everyone who's watched. Much appreciated. Getting your comments in, a load of you, getting us to 6.5 thousand subscribers as well. That's absolutely brilliant. So thank you for that. But yeah, more importantly, we're in the final. We're in the final of the FA Cup. You thought you were nervous tonight. Well, wait until May. It's going to be a hell of a lot worse. But just before I go, I agree with Tom. My man of the match, 100%, is the main man, Johnny Evans at the back. Spot on from him today. Not just him, the whole team. Great team performance, and it doesn't matter if it was a classic or not. All that matters is we win, and we're in the final. So, and more Leicester fans should be there as well in the final. So that'll be good.
Fantastic. Thanks, Locks. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Cheers.
And thanks for doing the watch along. Thanks to Locks. Jake Short says get in. I've literally got loads of people to get fans on. Anthony says, can't believe it. I was not nervous at all. I truly believe we'll win the FA. Anthony, not nervous. I think I was absolutely nervous. Dave Gavin says, if we're going to do it, it's this year, surely, as Jamie says. 5th time in a final, surely it's going to be our year. Let's add in. So many to add in. I'm going to just add in 3 or 4 at a time. I'm going to add in Elijah, Jamie, Jack, and then I know we've got Gray, we've got Chris, we've got Michael. One by one, let's start with you, Jack. We've got to a final.
Get in there. You have to grind out the result, don't you, Phil, if you're going to win the game? And we did exactly that, 1-0. I know it weren't safe to thingy, but we defended well. And I agree with Tom. Johnny Evans bossed that defence today, and he wanted it more than any other player. So I think we played well second half. We tired Southampton down, and we took it and hurt them.
Yeah, and Dave just put on there, it doesn't feel real. Dave, I can see from Dave's profile picture, he's probably a little bit younger than me, but again, for a lot of us, I've just been watching it with my lads who are like 19 and 21, and they're excited, obviously, we've got to cup final, and that, for some of us older ones, it's been a lifetime sort of ambition. So, Elijah, you fit the younger fan, but hopefully, what's your take on that game today?
Well, yeah, I was going to say, just like what you were just saying, it has been a literal lifetime ambition for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's obviously huge to see us go to a final. It's like you were saying, it didn't need to be a beautiful game. It's the fact that we made it there in the first place. I feel much better about facing Chelsea in the final than I would have against City. I think we can move forward, take some lessons from this game, bring some confidence into our next few Premier League matches, and take this final.
Yeah, absolutely. Jamie Reid.
Yeah, my voice is kind of gone at the moment. I thought I was honestly brilliant. I thought, to be honest, everyone's saying about Evans and obviously Kelechi getting it. I thought for Fofana, I don't know why. I think I must have just kept an eye on him all game. He was brilliant for me. And I think obviously the reason why Ricardo Pereira wasn't playing well was because he's on this weaker side. So I think today we've been brilliant, and congrats to Kelechi getting another goal and Vardy with another assist. So.
Yeah, to be fair, Jamie from the Fox's Arms, Jamie Vardy again played a big important role in the goal, obviously, and created quite a lot of chances, playing more out as a winger.
Well, yeah, I think it was either Tom or Locke said that if he'd scored that goal, if he'd been scoring goals regular like he was last year, then that chance he had where he decided to lob it, he'd have hit it first time. It would have gone in the back of the net. It's just confidence. He just needs a bit of confidence just to get back on the score sheet. But he's working so well. He's working really well, and it's making Nacho play a lot better. I know Nacho nearly missed it. It was going wide. But he had the sense, because last year Nacho would have buried that into row Z last year. He'd leant back and tried to twat it into the back of the net. But this time he just placed it into the back of the net. And it's fantastic.
I mean, Tom, when the look's on you, well, not the look, but when the force is with you as a striker, his shot was going well wide, and then it comes back to him and he slots it in. It's just going for him.
Just at the moment, you talk about Vardy as well, mate. If you talk about Ricardo Pereira, the first ball from Ricardo Pereira is what we've been missing all game. We've just been putting it on Southampton's head. The first time we get the ball on the floor and around the corner of their back four, they couldn't deal with it. And then you talk about Vardy in the game itself. If you look at the chance in Nacho then sets up Maddison, he sets up Maddison because Vardy's pulled two Southampton players out the way, so he gets the shot. Nacho, look, he got lucky, but all strikers need to be looking in front of goal, and at the moment he's on the goal-scoring trail and Vardy's not, but as Vardy's not scoring the goals, he's setting them up at the moment, so you can't even talk about dropping him.
Yeah, indeed. Jamie Reid, a question for you from Ian says here. He says, Maddison or Brighton, brilliant when they came on, Jamie.
Yeah, I honestly thought Perez was doing well, and so when Maddison came on, I thought, okay, maybe switch it up, see if we can do anything. And obviously, Albrighton taking off Pereira was a good choice too. Like I said, he wasn't the best on his weaker side, so maybe just put Albrighton out there to do well. And I think both the subs really pushed to make sure we got the win there.
Yeah, Elijah, Johnny Evans at the back had a very solid game all the way through, and like Jamie Reid was saying, Fofana again back there, and Sonku was a little bit touch and go, but he's come back from obviously an illness.
Yeah, it was still reasonably solid, and I feel like you can mention that like across any of the lines that we have, there is that player that keeps everything solid, and Evans has been that in defense for us through and through. He brings out the best in our other defenders as well, and it was just a masterclass from him today. I think you could say the same about Albrighton in midfield. Right now, it's Nacho up front. When those players are in that line, the rest of the line performs even better.
Elijah, Jamie, and Jack, I'm going to let you guys go for now. Hang around if you want, but I've got more and more to get in. So thanks a lot for joining us. Let's get in Gray. There's so many people want to have their say. Gray, Michael, Mark, and then I'm going to get Ross and Chris in. Let's go to you, Michael. Michael, can you hear us?
Cheers.
Are you happy, Michael?
We're in the final. Let's go. Hey, Inacho, he scored. Like I said, he would. I love it.
Plenty of swag out there today, Michael.
So much swag. The whole team played like they wanted to be in the final. To the second ball. First, ball on the ground, ball at your feet. When Maddison came in the game, think about it. We weren't winning no fouls in any close area. As soon as Maddison in the game, the ball sticks to his feet. He makes his little shimmies. He makes other guys kick at his ankles. You know, he's a game changer. And that froze the game for us. But really, Vardy and Iheanacho playing up front, that combination. I mean, I can't think of another strike partnership in the league better than Abba and Laka, better than Jesus and Aguero. Like, they don't even play those guys at the same time. The way we are going right now, oh my goodness. Can we catch Man United for number 2 in the league? Can we?
I don't know. I mean, Gray, can you hear us all right, mate? Gray, can you hear us?
Leicester City, and we go Wembley.
Are you happy, Gray? How long you waited for an FA Cup final, Gray?
Since 82? When we were
Been a long time.
I think, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, long time.
Long time. Not as long as Jamie, though.
Ooh. Handbags. Bitchy.
Mark,
Yes.
can you hear me? Have you still got that lucky whatever it was? Your lucky moose?
Yeah,
Or is it
where's Blue Dolph? I've got to track him down. I know. He was watching with me. I just got to find him.
It worked.
It did. Blue Dolph's great. Here he is. Blue
There
Dolph.
he is. You see, we were all touching our lucky things before the match, and it seemed to work.
Jamie with his semi this morning.
That was a bit below the belt.
Mrs. Preston is not going to be too happy tonight when she's got to share the bed with old Juggies there.
Yeah, are you taking that to bed with you tonight? The FA Cup, Jamie.
I haven't let go of it yet, pal. I haven't let go of it.
Go on then, Mark. What was your take on the game?
Well, the first half was a bit slow and a bit cagey, like I expected. Second half, we came out and we looked really good. I wasn't overly impressed with Maddison, to be fair, when he came on. I think, was he trying too hard or wasn't he trying enough? I don't know.
What, Maddison?
Yeah,
Trying too
when he
hard,
came
I
on.
think.
I mean, he had a very good shot.
He had two, didn't he?
Yeah, he did have a good chance, didn't he? So he definitely had his chances. I've got to let you three go. Thanks so much for clicking in. I've got to get some more fans on. But thanks, Gray. Thanks, Michael. Sorry it was short. Thanks, Blue Dolph and Mark.
No worries. Take care. Stay safe.
See you guys. We've got to let them go only because I've got to try and get some more people on it. So Chris joining us, Ross, and then we'll get Sean on. Sean, we'll get you on in a minute. Ryan's there. Sean, just bear with us. We will get you on. Chris, go on then. Give us your views quickly.
Absolutely amazed. Both me and this is going to be both mine and my dad's first FA Cup final. My dad was around, but he wasn't supporting Leicester at the time that we had our last FA Cup final. So honestly, this is a dream. You know, we didn't think we'd ever win the Premier League. We have. We're now in an FA Cup final. We didn't think that was possible again. Let's go all the way.
Yeah. Who's that? Yeah, somebody you're with, Chris.
That's my sister's boyfriend. There he is.
He supports Peterborough. What a trip that is. Peterborough away to London Road. What a ground.
That's why he's a posh.
But they just said, by the way, what a ground that is. Posh away. What a ground. He was the head groundsman.
Listen, Ross.
The pitch was good then.
Go on then, Ross.
Wow.
So, I mean, I watched the game.
Pitch was in,
It's the first time I've seen.
superb state.
Chris just said 1969 is the last time I got to the FA Cup final, and he's just told me that my granddad went to the 49, 60. What was one? 61 and 63 Cup final. Obviously, it's a shame we can't get to this one. Well,
you might be able to, Ross. There's 10,000 tickets apparently for Leicester fans.
They'll probably all be season ticket holders. Let's be honest. They deserve it. Let's be honest.
There'll be some.
Yeah.
I think it'll go to ballots. And to be fair, Ross, the FA Cup final is normally not a great one for fans to get tickets to anyway, because a lot of them go corporate. But let's hope this year 10,000 actually go to fans.
Yeah, 10,000 Leicester, 10,000 Chelsea. There won't be any corporate. I hope there's no corporate, but there won't be any corporate. I hope not. But wow, I mean, I can't believe it. I mean, I've said, you all know since day one, I want the FA Cup. And it could come true. We're just 90 minutes away, And ironically, we would have played Chelsea that day in the league on that day as well, on the 15th of May. Ironically, and it's just amazing. Just before I go, because I know you got a lot of people going, there's only one tune you got to play, aren't you? Anyone fancy a sing song?
Go on, Ross, you sing it.
Well, let's do it. Come on, Dan. Here we are, and here we are, and here we go. All aboard, and we're hitting the road. Here we go.
Here we go.
Whoa. Rocking all
over the world.
There we go. I put that on. I've been wanting to play that since the final whistle. But wow, I can't believe it. Cannot wait. Book 15 from me off, everybody.
Just think, if we actually win this now, there's a certain Queen track that might be played a few times as well.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. But I cannot wait. Also, I know there's people, Tina Turner as well, and I cannot wait till the 15th of May. I've got it. I've already booked it off work. I already booked it off work.
So have I, actually.
I cannot.
I have as well. I've got it off work.
Well,
You haven't done any work, Jamie, in a year, mate. What are you on about?
I tell you what, when all the rules get lifted, when all the rules get lifted, we are all going to the Fox's Arms.
I think so.
100%.
We'll do that. We'll all be out there.
Keep this in mind. What day is it today? 18th of April. So I'll make it now. I'll save up money, whatever. I'll come to Alcudia. I'll find a good hotel or wherever, and I will come to that bar, and you'll be like, "Oh, geez, yeah, he's actually turned up." And I'll get a pint.
We'll have a few pints.
Yeah, you can cook your chips, you know. Oh yeah, I'll cook your chips as well. No salad though.
I've seen your cooking, Ross. Get rid of them now. Get rid of Ross talking about food.
Thanks, Ross. Thanks for joining us. Listen, thanks, Ross.
No worries.
And to your dad. See you, Ross. Ryan.
Yeah.
Give us your views, mate.
Like I said at halftime, as long as we just get more shots in, as we did, and it was just going to come sooner or later, and we just got there in the end, and we just got to take it one game at a time now.
Did you enjoy watching it, Ryan, today?
Yeah, it was a lot more paced in the second half, like the City game yesterday, and it was boring in the first. And once we got into what we wanted to do, playing the ball, passing, and shooting more, we knew what we were doing.
Ryan, it really looked like, if you're honest and watching that game, it looked like Leicester were more likely to score a second or a third. That Southampton really didn't have many chances, did they?
No.
Ryan, I'm going to let you and Chris go. Thanks for joining. We've got to get Sean and Jono on. Cheers, boys.
All right,
thanks
later.
to Chris. Thanks to Ryan. Let's get Sean in. And then I'll add Jono in. Sean and Jono.
Too soon.
Too soon. Too soon.
We're not done it yet, Sean.
Not done it yet. Not done it yet.
Jinx us.
Sean, did you enjoy it, mate?
Amazing. They should score 2-0 because Jamie Vardy, well, he missed it, but how did he miss that? Oh my god!
Well, he did, Tom, but I think Jamie Vardy again had the assist today, didn't he?
Oh, it was second to none, mate. Second to none today. You know, like I said, when things aren't going for them, the strikers in this league, you've seen it, in the Premiership or any league, when the confidence is down, they give up and that's it. Jamie doesn't. Jamie does what every striker should do: roll your sleeves up and offer something different. And that's why we won the game today, because he just carried on. I've missed a couple of chances. Right, when's the next one going to come, or what can I do to help the team win? And like I say, he's helped set up Nacho's goal. I said a minute ago, he's helped set up the chance for Maddison up, went over the crossbar. He was a pest again today, and he might not be scoring, but I think a lot of teams up and down the land would rather have a Jamie Vardy not scoring, being a pest, than being playing against them every week.
Jono, let's get you in. What's your views, Jono, on finally Leicester getting to an FA Cup final?
Ecstatic. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yep.
Yeah.
Talk.
Yeah, I'm ecstatic. I'm over the moon. It's just I'm just buzzing. It was a great game. I believe I was the one who got us to win because I changed my pink shirt. So I think after changing my pink shirt, we won. So I take full credit for the win. But very good, very good performance.
Do you know what, Tom? Tom Locks changed as well at half time into his pink shirt, didn't he?
Locks did change to pink gin and a pink shirt, and apparently that's what's got us as a win.
That's what did it. All right. Sean and Jono, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm sorry it was short tonight.
No, it's fine. It's good.
Okay. We'll let Sean's enjoying himself.
I'll tell
Lads,
you what, Phil.
go
I
on.
never thought we'd ever win the Premier League. I never thought in a million years we'd ever win the Premier League. And now we've got to an FA Cup final. I never thought in my lifetime, I never thought I'd see them in a final. Now we've got the chance of winning this little beauty properly. So I'm just over the moon. I really am. I'm ecstatic. I don't think I'll sleep much tonight. I think I might watch the game again later on. It's unbelievable.
Was it 52 years? I think Gary Lineker just tweeted 52 years since Leicester appeared in an FA Cup final. I think today showed the hunger and desire from the senior members for me, the likes of Vardy, Johnny Evans, Casper, that they know this is their last big chance to get into a final of this magnitude. And people could say it's not the same as it was back in the day. Look, for players to win an FA Cup is massive. I don't care what anyone says that they've lost the spark. It's massive competition. And
I think
the Danny Drinkwater Derby, as someone put it.
Yeah, I've seen that. I think we've been through the saga of last weekend. We're all very upset with what the lads did at that party. They were stupid. They were naive, whatever you want to say. But to be fair, hopefully they've learnt the lesson and they've come back. And it's the best way to get them back in the fans' good books, isn't it, Jamie? By at least getting us to that final. It was the least they could have done.
Yeah, I thought Perez played well. But when Maddison came on, I don't think he was at his best. He's not had enough minutes in his legs, so hopefully he'll get a bit of fitness to him. But he's got a little bit to prove. But we got there. Let's not moan about anything today. We got there, and we're going where we're going. We're going for this little beauty, this proper little beauty.
What are you going to do?
That's what we're going for.
Put some flowers in it or something.
I'm
just going to keep it in my bedroom. It's going to be on my bedside cabinet for the next month.
I feel
kicking the missus out of bed and putting it next to you.
You might see a few photos of it in the future.
I mean, Nick says there, and I think we should just end on this. He says it is typical Leicester to get to an FA Cup final in a pandemic year where there'll be so many fans. I mean, there was a few fans there today. You could see a few Leicester fans had got in somehow. And there'll be 10,000 hopefully there, and hopefully of the 10,000 they're proper fans, people who actually go to the games, and it's not all just a corporate mess, which it could be. But it is a shame, Tom, isn't it, that it's this year.
Andy hold on, Tom. Just Andy got in touch with me, and he says there were social distancing in the seats and everything, but when they actually went to the toilet in the kiosk at half time, it was just shoulder to shoulder like a normal game. Nothing changed in the toilets in the kiosks.
Yeah,
it was all socially distanced, but in the back on the concourse, not at all.
I just hope that like they've said, well, they will say, is that we forget corporate. We don't go for all this stuff. The club might get 1,000 for their allocation or 500 for players. I just hope the majority goes to the fans this year, because it's what's needed. You know, in a stadium of 90,000, if you think there's only be 21 there, we've heard what 2,000 fans did and 4,000 fans did at Liverpool when the grounds were open. 10,000 is still a lot in a 90, but I just hope it is mainly the fans this time, because football without fans is nothing. And when I'm going to say it now, it's bugged me a little bit today reading about these super leagues apparently starting.
Let's pass on that. Let's not ruin anything.
Just want to say,
no, but I know what you mean.
It is very frustrating to read that kind of stuff. They want to break away. Today should prove it, and the fans deserve to have their day out for me now. Yeah. And I just hope the clubs can agree that we get at least 8,000, tickets to 10, get the full allocation and go to the fans. Ballot it, whatever you need to do. We're all going to want to go. Want to go. So ballot it off, and it's pop look really then for me.
Hopefully, as many fans get as ticket as possible. Good luck to everybody. We'll see what happens. But if not, obviously, we'll be doing all the Leicester Fan TV stuff for all those who can't get into the ground. And we'll see what happens. Tom and Jamie, we finally made it. I'm going to leave it with Jamie, really. Thanks, Tom, for doing the watch along. But Jamie's there hugging his new best friend.
My BFF. Oh, come on. This is absolutely... We've been waiting for this for years and years and years. There's quite a few supporters over the age of 50 that will remember this when we were last there. There's a few over 60s that have been to the lifetimes and never seen us win this trophy. This is our year. This is what we're going to get on May the 15th. Saturday, May the 15th. We are going to go for this little beauty. Come on, Leicester. Yeah, we're going to see Captain Casper. Yes. Come on. That's what we want.
That's what we want. Thanks, Jamie. Thanks, Tom. Thanks for everybody who's clicked on all your comments all the way through. Yes, Tom?
I was going to say, we'll have the usual stuff next week, but remember, Leicester now play next Thursday night in what becomes another massive, massive game, and we play West Brom. The season continues now, and the FA Cup final is now put back in Jamie's cabinet until the 15th. Jamie put it away, and we go back to what the second, the priority of the club is now to get to the Champions League, and we got a massive game against West Brom on Thursday night at 8 o'clock. That's it, Jamie. Put it away. Good lad.
Did you drop it then? Did you just drop the FA Cup, Jamie?
No, I didn't drop the FA Cup. I put it in the cabinet away for another month.
All right. Well, we'll see that again soon. Like Tom's right. Tomorrow night I'm live at 7:30. Do a fan zone show. Jack's live on Wednesday at 8:30. We've got a watch along. Obviously, the West Brom game. It's a 7:30 kickoff, so we'll be live from 7. And yeah, it is, Tom. Yes, it is.
8 o'clock, isn't it?
8 o'clock kickoff.
7:30. Or maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe it is 8
It was 8 o'clock.
Let's have a look.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is 8
West Brom. Sorry, Phil, you are wrong. 8 o'clock.
Gives us all a bit longer afterward. So the watch along will start at 7:30. Well done, Tom. And then we've got Locks is live on Friday night. Jamie's live with another pre-match aftermath show Sunday morning. And then there's another match next Monday. It is Crystal Palace.
At home.
Is that home or away?
Yeah, 2 home games. West Brom, both at home.
Two massive 3 points. So thanks, Jamie. Thanks, Tom. We'll see you all soon. Well, we finally got to an FA Cup final. Enjoy it, lads. We'll see you all soon.
Come on, Leicester.